Well, well, well. Been a long time, Rager Nation, since you feasted your eyes upon the grandest prize of them all, that being Big Ricky Real. How you been? What's new? Tell me. No, seriously, I want to hear. Oh, okay, I'm gonna cut you off right there because fact of the matter is the Rager really only came here to talk about El Numero Uno. See, the thing is, I got a big match coming up this Thursday at Reelymania, the biggest stage of them all, and of course it is. Wouldn't be that big if you didn't book the nasty world there, Daddy-O. We got the master, Matt Thomas. Oh, the Rager's been waiting to get his hands on the master, Matt Thomas, for a long, long time. I'm not sure about that nickname anymore, the master. It seems the only thing Matt Thomas is the master of these days is his own demise, Daddy. And then we got Winston Marshall. Ooh, it breaks the Rager's heart. It really does, because the Rager and Winston Marshall, believe it or not, go way, 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 way back. And we've always been the bestest of buds. We've never crossed paths in this way. But if you show up at Reelymania expecting to get one over on the Rager and the Demon, well, Winston, you're going to get what's coming to you. See, for the last week, I've been hearing a lot of people say, Rager, it doesn't seem like you can get a win, Rager. It seems like you're too preoccupied being a bad guy to get the win at the end. Shut up! Geeks, nerds, shut-ins, Poindexters, shut your mouths and shove it where the sun don't shine. See, the Rager and the Demon aren't just here to hit an elbow drop or lock in a sleeper hold. We're here to send a message, and that message is, it's a nasty world, Daddy, and all of you are just living in it. But if we gotta go to Reelymania on Thursday and put a W in our column to get you to take us seriously, to get you to hear us out, well, I guess we know what we've gotta do, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So the nasty world will see you, Blerds. We'll see you WAT Championship Wrestling Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/WATReelInt. We're gonna get really nasty, Daddy. Rager out. Mwah!
Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Moose Haas here, telling you to tune in tonight to the Reelymania WrestleMania Championship, hosted by Taylor Cleek on the WAT Reel Network. Now, he was nice enough to include both myself, Moose Haas, and Benny Hamlin, aka Brother Lomas, in matches last week. And while I was defeated by the Honorable Suge Knight, what I cannot tolerate is that the great and mighty Brother Lomas was brought down by Slick Nick Harley. Really? Whose only freaking gimmick is his sunglasses. That's what makes him slick? Really? Really, Brother Lomas loses to Nick Harley. Do you not realize that Brother Lomas, the documentary Ghostbusters, is about Brother Lomas' single-handed effort to defeat Gozer the Gazarian and save the world from the larger movie Thor, and he loses to a guy whose only gimmick is his sunglasses? God damn it. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. 3, 2, 1. Hi everybody, this is your friendly neighborhood Moose Haas here, telling you to tune in tonight to the Reelymania WrestleMania event hosted by the WAT Reel Network. Shit. And on top of it all, Taylor, really? You put the mighty Brother Lomas and Moose Haas up against Flickin' Reel? Flickin' Reel? Really? That's who we have to make our debut against. Jesse Swift, the guy who wants his nickname to be the Swiffer, a freaking cleaner of floors. And then you're talking about the wing blade. Oh my God, the scariest thing about him is the wing blade. I did some research. The wing blade is a booby. The bird, the booby. He's a wing bladed booby. Keep it together, keep it together. You know what? Fuck it. Tune in to Benny and Moose Save America tonight at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. It's our Oscars match. And then afterwards, go watch the Reelymania. It's going to be a lot of fun. Those fine folks over at WAT Reel Entertainment sure know how to throw a party. It's a WrestleMania match with all of your favorite Schmodown characters. Tune in tonight to watch Brother Lomas and Moose Haas defeat those chumps at Flickin' Reel. Tune.
Yes, my Romans, I have heard the rumors of my demise. I have heard the lies of heathens like Sean Wingblade, like Jesse Swift, like the Internal Revenue Service and the Delaware State Highway Patrol. They thought that they could cleave you from me, little ones. But I have not abandoned you, and I have not forsaken you. And tonight I shall rise like a phoenix from the flames of judgment. I shall take hold of Jesse Swift and Sean Wingblade, and I shall pull them down into the great inferno, so that all may know that Brother Loomis will never abandon his judgment, and he will never abandon his children. In 1 hour, on the What Real Entertainment Twitch page, arise. So prepare yourself, Wingblade. Prepare yourself, Jesse Swift, for Brother Loomis is coming.
Good evening, Twitchers and Tubers. It is Jesse, the most real one, Swift, and I'm getting ready for Reelymania tonight on Twitch.tv. And I'm taking on the former Brother Benny Loomis and Moose the Douche Haas. Now I could snap these fools like a Slim Jim, but if that was ever in doubt, I got Sean Wingblade in my corner. With us combined, you have the most real squad that doesn't flick around. You may be saying to yourself, Swift, that's a lot of talk for somebody with an 0-0 record, and I'd say that's because nobody has the testicular fortitude to step in the ring with a flickin' real crew. Make sure you boys take your multivitamins, because after tonight, we're dropping you off at the Senior Center. Mark, Benny, my final message to you is Sean and I have been doing it longer, Sean and I have been doing it better, and we're gonna do it one more time tonight. So I'll see you in the ring at Reelymania tonight.
You know, I'm a little pissed off in this moment. Do you see how wet it is right now? I was out here in the nice California sun, enjoying my springtime weather next to the pool, having myself an adult beverage. And I don't know what sort of barnyard animal that Brother Benny and Big Moose Haas had to sacrifice to whatever god to introduce some sort of atmospheric river. They ruined my weekend. So you know what? Tonight, myself and my brother Jesse Swift are gonna ruin their evening. Right now, live over on Twitch on WAT Real Entertainment at the WAT Reelymania Wrestling event. We're gonna ruin their night, and we're gonna show who the real is. Benny and Moose save America? No. Flickin' real. Jesse and Sean, we save America. I mean, go check out their YouTube channel. It's fun. Lots of trivia, Oscars trivia, also live right now. But besides the fact, we'll see you there. Live now. Go click the.
I just have this to say to all the people in that match. If I could pull up Twitter and see who was in that match, I probably wouldn't, because I don't care that much. All I know right now is this. I am going to win the Money in the Bank for What Real Wrestling. I'm going to be carrying that, and whoever wins at Reelymania, whether that be Dom Toretto, Walter White, or Nacho Libre, I don't care. I hope they have their eyes in the back of their head, because I'm going to be following them every single night with the Money in the Bank. And I am going to beat them, and then I will be the What Real Heavyweight Champion. I hope everyone is prepared for the era of MrEliMac.
Ooh, it's been a long time, but I got a little spoiler alert for you. If you think these other chumps are gonna beat the slickest player in the game in a Money in the Bank match, you got another thing coming to you. Money in the Bank? That's my entire brand! I'm making so many deposits at the bank, I'm like Nick Cannon at a Plenty of Fish mixer. So, I'll see you at Reelymania, and don't be disappointed when the spoiler takes the dub.
The WAT Real Entertainment's biggest event of the year, Reelymania, takes place on March 9th. Now, you can't have the Survivor make his debut without it being on the biggest match, on the grandest stage of all. And no better place than at Reelymania in the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Now, you see, the Survivor has got to go against 7 other competitors to climb that ladder, to grab that briefcase for his opportunity to become a champion of his choosing. Do you think the Survivor's scared of that opportunity? No. See, the Survivor is too good, too strong, hell, he's even too sexy to be beaten by this group of degenerates. So tune in March 9th to watch the Survivor become your Mr. Money in the Bank.
Listen, I didn't want to have to make
one of these little videos, to be quite frank, but I keep looking at the promos that people have been putting up and seeing they're completely missing the biggest selling point when it comes to the 10-man battle royal to crown the first ever Mr. Money in the Bank at Reelymania. No one has spoken about the debut of David Campbell, the most important thing to happen in the entire event. That is what people should be talking about. Can you imagine me winning the Money in the Bank contract? Can you imagine me throwing 9 other men over the top rope on my first night? That is the sort of thing, gentlemen, that legacies are built on. That is the sort of thing that can launch careers. Dare I say, that is the sort of thing that can start a dynasty. Gentlemen, I'll see you all tomorrow night. I'll beat you all tomorrow night. You're going to hear 3 words. Those 3 words are David Campbell wins.
Well, just waiting for Suge to run his mouth. I mean, it's all he knows how to do. He's run from podcast to podcast to podcast because no one can stand listening for him for too long before kicking him out. We know he can talk. We know he can talk. But can he back it up? Well, he can back his ass up out of the ring. He can back his ass up down the aisle, out of the arena, down the highway, and out of town with the rest of his circus. That he can back up. That might be all he can back up, though. So, come on, Suge. Come on. Let's hear it. I know, Suge, you're my daddy. You're going to get my engine going, yada, yada. You're going to 1, 2, 3 in the ring, middle of the ring. Okay, enough. Just do it. Just get it over with. Spew your nonsense. Because then, when it's over, when you're done spewing everything you can spew, then it becomes my time. My time. Suge, you won't like my time. My time is when your mouth can't save you. So don't worry about it. I'm not going to let this go 3 falls. I'm not going to extend it out any longer than it has to be. I will drop you in 2 and get you straight home so you can go have your steel conspiracy. I prefer gold. You are welcome.
Congratulations, Paul. You were finally able to string some words together and make a half-decent promo. I'm proud of you. It's awesome to see you grow, become better at using your words. You know, Paul, today is Reelymania, and I was going to let it slide. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just come handle business, beat you 2 out of 3, and walk away with my new championship belt. But then you had to make it personal. You had to make a video talking about me. And why is that, Paul? Why attack me? Is it because of my success? Not only in the podcast world, but also in the ring? Is it because you envy me and what I've been able to accomplish? Or perhaps you just want to be me. You want to be what I've become. From the day I met you, you walked up to me, shook my hand, and I could see it in your eye. I could see it. The jealousy, the envy, the hatred toward me. I've knew since the beginning, Paul. It's been there the whole time. But now you get a shot at me. Now you get an opportunity to take me in the ring. And you say I can't back it up?
Guess you're going to have to find out the hard way how much I back it up. Because you see, Paul, it's not about the championship anymore. It's not about being the main eventer. It's about putting you in your place. And today, I am going to put you down on the ground and in your place where you belong.
It's me, it's Lopez, Chris Anthony Lopez, one half of your reigning defending undisputed tag team champions of WAT Real Wrestling. Nick and I have a great opportunity today because we are getting to show some J-Brones what it's really like to wrestle in the premier attraction of Reelymania. That's tonight. Reelymania, the biggest day in WAT Real Wrestling, is going down, and Nick and I are gonna give the spotlight to some guys who frankly don't deserve it, who don't need it, but Nick and I are going to show them the ropes and how great a tag team can be as we beat them in the center of the ring. Because when you get hit with the Molebot Clash, when you get hit with the Personality KO, you will really know what it's like to be the WAT Real Losers. Look, this entire card full of J-Brones that have already lost to the kids at Hart. But just know that tonight at Reelymania, Nick Molbach and I are going to show everyone why we should be the main event, while we are still the inaugural tag team champions, and why we are the show. Us, Nick and I, the kids at Hart. So to everyone watching tonight, thanks. And to all the folks on the card, we apologize in advance because there's nothing you could do that can even match the prowess of the kids at Hart. Cal out.
All right, and we are live. Chris Lopez, can you hear me out there? Ladies and gentlemen, freaks and geeks, ghouls and goblins, movie realists all around the world, welcome back to WAT Real Championship Wrestling, and most importantly, welcome to the first ever Reelymania, baby. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited because for the first time, I'm not here in commentary by myself. I have a co-conspirator. He doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He is the personality of WAT Real Championship Wrestling. He is a card-carrying member of the Flickin' Real channel. He is the host of For Chris's Sake, available on all podcasting platforms. And he is one half of the undisputed 4-0 Wrestle Real Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Anthony Lopez. Most certainly. I mean, I couldn't really ask for a better partner. One of our inaugural champions, the only one, save for, of course, Nick Molbach, who is still holding the belt that was gifted to him to start the show, to start the league, and has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that it wasn't just given, it was indeed earned and defended again and again and again. So I can't thank you enough for joining me. I think it's going to make the show all the better, and who better to commentate on this action than one of the, already in my mind, future Hall of Famers of WAT Real Wrestling. Speaking of esteemed competition tonight, we've already got Swift Wingblade in the chat. Is it Jesse Swift? Is it Sean Wingblade? Hell, is it both? I don't know, but they're both going to be wrestling tonight, so I hope they've got eyes on the card here. What's going on, Swift Wingblade? Thank you for joining us. Oh, and they keep piling in. Matt is in the chat. What is going on, Master? That's somebody I'm very interested in this evening. Coming back, high stakes for him as well. High stakes for everybody tonight. I mean, this may be the first Reelymania but it's the biggest show we've done yet. And any victory earned here, I mean, we're making history tonight, folks. So if you can seal the deal, if you can get the job done tonight, that is a huge win that you will carry that momentum going forward. Should we preview this card a little bit here before we get started? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Let me also, before we get started, give me just a moment. You can't start streaming without a good old audio check. So let me make sure you can hear both of us just fine and dandy. Chris, can you make some noise for me? You can't start streaming without a good old audio check. Let me make sure you can hear both of us. Let me see if that came through on the stream here. Chris, can you make some noise? You can't start streaming without a good old audio check. Let me see if that came through on the stream here. Hold on. Oh, Sean's telling me we can't hear the other person. Oh, no. Hold on. Why can we not hear you? Hold on. I'm going into the home screen. I'm going into the home screen here. They can't see me, but they can hear me. This is what I always say. Sometimes you can't troubleshoot this stuff until you're live and you're doing it. It should be sharing the party chat in the stream. Got some fresh echoes going on. I know Chris. Yeah, no, the echoes. I know the echoes because I was playing the audio out loud. But let's see if we can get Chris. We got Brother Lomas in the chat. He's here to feast on the flesh of all the heathens. Let's see. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. That's such a shame you couldn't hear the crispy, sensual tones of one Chris Anthony Lopez that entire time. Let's see. Audio sharing settings. Share party audio. Yeah, it should be. That's so strange. Let me go into the party settings. Party audio settings. Chat audio. Oh, here we go. Always allow. Okay, Chris, can you hear me still? You can still hear me? Okay, great. I'm going to guide you. I think maybe there's a setting you have to check off here. Okay? Go to your PlayStation home screen. And then go where you have your row of games and such. Press up. You get to like all sorts of setting icons, you know what I'm saying? And then go to party. Okay, when you hit party, it'll probably bring you to our party, I hope, the best party in town. And then over on the right, go party audio settings. And then there's an option that says allow your voice to be shared. Can you hit that, change that to always allow for me? And let's see. Let's see if maybe that's the problem. All right, you keep talking. You keep talking. I'm going to turn my audio.
Hey, you hear me out there?
You keep talking. I'm going to turn my audio.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
Here we go, baby. Now it's Reelymania time, Danny-O. Let's do this.
I'm here. I almost dropped an F-bomb. Can we cuss on this program?
Of course you can.
Yo, I almost dropped the fuck word, and I was like, damn, I didn't know. But I'm happy to be here.
All right.
I am so happy. I cut this killer promo, and no one heard it besides you, Taylor.
You did, and it would have been me just sitting here smiling the whole time. That's going to be awesome in replay. Well, you can trust that he's here, and thank God that he is. The legend is with us, one half of the team's champions. I said he didn't need any intro. I gave him one anyway, and you know what? That's all the intro he needed. He didn't need to introduce himself. He didn't have to hear it.
Fine.
All right, we've got Adam in the chat, my great friend, Dilly Todd. It's great to see you. Speaking of blessings, Swift Wingblade here. Please remember to exercise the ring before it's tainted by Lomas and his hellish shenanigans. And how does Kratos look like he was ported straight from God of War? There's some real artists in this game, and I'm not one of them. I didn't make it. Actually, I did make Freya, but noticeable difference between her and Kratos. All right, let's walk up and down the card here before we get started. Now that everybody can be heard, thank God. First up, we've got a intergender tag team match to start the show.
Hell of an opener.
A PlayStation All-Star Battle, if there ever was one, in honor of all sorts of finales. I just recently finished my stream of God of War Ragnarok on this here channel. So we've got Kratos and Freya here representing that, and then Across from them, we've got Joel Miller and Ellie Williams of The Last of Us, who will be celebrating their first season finale later this weekend. How do we feel about this?
Yo, I didn't know, Pedro Pascal is looking very crunchy in this. But I'm very eager to see who takes the PlayStation crown. The opening match, it suits that we're on PlayStation right now, chatting it up. But we're having two titans, and one's a god killer, and the other one's they've seen their own types of Ragnaroks in their own way, as messed up as that sounds. But right. I'm very eager to see this mixed gender tag match to open Reelymania. We're really inclusive over here.
And you would think there's a power imbalance between a Greek god of war and an Aesir goddess facing two malnourished, dirty survivalists in the post-apocalypse. But they've had to really fight their way through it, and through adversity, a lot of great things can happen. So it's anybody's game as far as I can tell. Sean, I'm going to assume it's Sean and not Jesse, said, how does Kratos look like he was ported straight from God of War? And Joel looks like he was ordered from Wish. Look, I didn't make the Joel either. These are. I will say these two models for Last of Us characters look better in the match than they do on this screen. Sometimes they look a little crusty on these screens, but
nothing's gonna top Jacob from Twilight and take that Hart in the last tag match. That was awesome.
Oh, let's do that sync test I mentioned. Okay, so right now, do you see Jack Frost, Head Ripper Joe, and the Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to the first match right now. Tell me when you see it.
Well, there we go.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, so a few seconds, but I think we can work with it.
I'll live.
Speaking of work with it, we've got Suge Knight 1323 in the chat dropping bits. Thank you, my friend. Suge Knight has got a lot on the line this evening. I cannot wait to see his match. But before we do, we've got a battle of beasts on our hands here. Jack Frost versus Head Ripper Joe versus the Rabbit. Now, Chris, I don't know if you're familiar with any of the characters you're seeing on screen here, are you?
I'm familiar with Jack Frost.
Yeah,
I do prefer my Jack Frost being of the Michael Keaton variety.
Sure,
but this Jack Frost also works out as well.
There's a lot of icons on the screen, and Jack Frost for sure. Way back in the day, Connor and I had done a really scared watch along of that film with two of the cast members, and I actually did not make this Jack Frost. I just saw him on the homepage of the Community Creations, and I said, who would I be if I were to not download that? Like, that was made for me. Who else would even want that? Head Ripper Joe is a villain from a very scary game called Outlast that I streamed in October. I've had very many hairy run-ins with him. And then the Rabbit is the antagonist from a horror game made by Ram, who's one of our faithful chatters. I hope we'll see him this evening. A very gifted game designer, so I bastardize his creation with this thing you see in front of you to honor him. These three have been very dominant in the league. These are our monsters. These are our Kanes, our Undertakers, our Big Shows, our Bray Wyatts. These are the scary guys. These are the guys Teddy Long books you at a match at the end of SmackDown to punish you. Go one-on-one with the Rabbit. Yeah, that's what we've got over here. So I wanted to put all three of them against each other and see who reigns supreme at the end. And I think I think whoever does is going to be in a really interesting position as far as the rankings go in this league. So a triple threat to start off the show there as well. We'll be ending with a triple threat, but more on that later. Suge in the chat, is that Lopez? My boy, I believe it is.
Right, it is.
You know how to call it when you see it. We got Mick Marley in the chat. Look at the Slick Ones fans in the chat. The slippery people.
Ew.
The slippery people are here. Speaking of slippery people, you couldn't have queued that up better. Now, this is a tale of redemption. We've got Blerds, the team of the Master Matt Thomas, who is in chat right now. Winston Marshall, who I'm not sure even knows this is happening right now.
Is this are we violating some type of rule where he didn't even know?
I've never talked to Winston directly about this, but Matt told me that he gave the green light to do this, so I'm just trusting Matt's word on that.
I want to know how the conversation went. It's like, hey, Taylor's doing this thing.
I've tagged Winston in tweets for this thing, and he's never reacted to them in any capacity. I'm going to do it again tonight when this match starts.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because they lost to the kids at Hart anyway, so who cares?
It's true. And now, speaking of losing to the kids at Hart, on the other side, we've got the Nasty World, a team I'm very partial to, that I'm really invested in, and I've not been rewarded on that investment, not once, not a single time since we started this league. The Rager and the Simon Demon, a classic combo, a deadly duo, who, in spite of that, have not gained a single victory. These are two teams who have never won a tag team match before. That ends tonight. A streak will be broken tonight between these two. So even though that's not the kind of streak you really worry about at Reelymania, I'm very worried about it, because if one of these teams loses again, which they will, I just don't know how you bounce back from a charitable match like that. So,
do you get booked on shows after this? Is there going to be an opportunity where either Nasty World or the Blerds are even going to get a chance to wrestle again for WAT Championship Wrestling?
Those are the questions I'm asking, and I think we'll start to get the answers to them once we figure out who is going over at Reelymania, brother. Adam said, does the Demon have a head tat now? I guess you'll have to find out if there's a surprise under that cowboy hat when he takes it off later this evening.
Oh, shit.
Shug, is that Big Dick Rick? That's LA's favorite adult film star, Big Dick Rick.
Film star by circumstance.
Next up, we've got a little ladies action, singles action. One PG Peggy Gummins making her in-ring debut here on the biggest stage of them all. You couldn't ask for better than that. And then on the right there, you've got, of course, the former women's champion, the Boston Badass Rampaige Frabetti, meeting her in singles competition. Now, Paige came in on a tidal wave of momentum, winning that belt off Becky the Wreck Raddus, and I believe only her second match. Did since lose it to her and has struggled to get that momentum back. Meanwhile, you have Peggy Gubbins, who's beaten Paige Frabetti in a different arena, mind you, but has beaten her before, so it couldn't be better for PG here, but she's still going to have to seal the deal against a very hungry Rampage. What do you feel about this one?
I mean, PG making her debut at Reelymania?
Uh-huh.
That's a hell of a rub from the folks at WAT Championship Wrestling. And just might I add that Rampaige Frabetti, the whole model of the character in here, awfully similar to the real life Rampaige Frabetti. So just for the record.
Yeah, I didn't find that one in the community creations.
I hope you didn't, because that'd be very suspicious.
Let's see what it says. Matt said, don't forget that she whooped Becky's ass when Becky attacked her unprovoked. That's true, and we'll get to Becky Raddus and her dastardly ways of late later.
The wreck.
And the preview here.
I stand.
Mick Marley, usually a debut like that happens on the Thursday after Reelymania. That's true.
Yeah, damn right, the Thursday.
That's true, but we had to book the best card that we could tonight, and I'm sparing no expense. Speaking of which, we're going back to tag team action. Now here, we're speaking of debuts.
Snap!
These two teams are making their tag team debuts tonight. We did see Moose Haas and Brother Lomas in the Twitch Championship tournament. That didn't go their way. Unfortunately, they suffered respective losses in singles, but they will be teaming up. Of course, the hosts of the Great Bar Trivia show over at the Last American Heroes, Benny and Moose Save America, they will be teaming up tonight. And you know what? I can't even do their opponents justice. What can you tell me about their opponents, Chris?
These are two guys, Jesse Swift and Wingblade. One name, he's like Beyonce. Don't even need a first name. These two guys, they are an absolute unit as a tandem. Not only do they have chemistry to dance circles around Haas and Lomas, we're going to see. I mean, looks like from how this is being positioned, I know Brother Lomas may not be used to being a babyface, but Moose Haas looks like the babyface to end all babyfaces. So we're gonna see how the flicking real, how these flicking fanatics over here, these Jesse Swifts and Wingblade. I love that Sean is just one. I love this so much. Like,
Who's the one who?
Sean's on the fuck with. Do not fuck with Sean Wingblade.
He's real beefy here. He's jacked.
Yeah, holy shit. It's equivalent to the real life man. Like, Sean does not fuck around. Like, fuck with him. And I mean, we'll see. We'll see how Lomas and Haas handle this, but don't sleep. And look at Jesse with the jean jacket on. I ain't messing with no dude with a jean jacket on.
You mentioned good guys and bad guys, and I think for some of these new superstars that we're going to see where that distinction is by way of these matches. What happens after this? What kind of a journey do they start for themselves in the ring tonight? We've heard a lot of great promos leading up to this. So many superstars pitched in and posted great promos. 3 of them, Moose, Lomas, and Wingblade here. Or, excuse me, Jesse Swift, not Wingblade. I'm not going to give him credit. He didn't post a promo. Lame. Swift did.
He'll fuck you up.
But the consistency that I see is both of these teams are almost personally insulted that they've been booked against each other. That's how better they feel than their competition here. So one of them's telling the truth in that because they're going to come out a winner, and the other isn't. So we'll see which one is which when they finally square off in the ring. Adam, all I got out of this intro was don't fuck Sean, but you might have missed something. Well, fair enough. You can fuck him if you want, just don't fuck with him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Sean will be okay with that. You gotta ask him.
Yeah. Well, get permission first. Make sure everybody's okay with it, and if they are, you're adults. I'm not gonna get involved there. Wingblade did in fact post a promo. He must have came in way under the deadline here. I didn't see it. I'll have to check it out.
Find it right now. Hold up.
I'll have to check it out. If I wasn't streaming on console, I would pull up every single one of these promos and show them. So I apologize that I'm unable to do that this evening. Nick Harley, everybody looks exactly like they do in real life. It's uncanny. I know, I'm a real artiste with this. I made sure, I wanted to really make you feel like it was them. It's photorealistic and just perfectly executed.
I think you nailed it.
We got Ramstein53452 in the chat. He was the father of the rabbit I mentioned earlier. Very talented game designer. Maybe we'll get a promo from the rabbit one day. I would, however you would make that work, I would be so eager to see it. Check your Twitter, Sean Wingblade says. I'll have to check. You got to get him to me on time here, Wingblade. Okay, I've got to check it out after. We're starting the show. All right. Next up, speaking of promos, now this thing was a real promo fest.
This is a mess. I love this.
This is a lot. So let me just make it simple and just go left to right and tell you who you're looking at here. First, we've got the debuting Amaru Moses, the one formerly known as the Silent Assassin, and he will be more silent than ever because he won't say a word during this whole show, but will he still be an assassin? We'll see. Next to him, we've got the big slick leather daddy there who's been joining us in chat. Slick Nick Harley. He's looking great. He's ready to go. He was also in the Twitch tournament. Didn't go his way, even though he pulled a dirty, dirty win over Brother Lomas. He's here to try to become Mr. Money in the Bank. To his right, it's the Barbarian making his debut this evening. And if you squint, if you look closely, you can see his furry partner in crime wrapped around his waist there. Elvis is indeed going to be accompanying him to the ring.
Is Elvis a part of his attire?
Yeah, Elvis is in the game as well.
Canon.
We got Andrew Furtaco in the chat. What's going on, Andrew Furtaco? David Campbell all day, he said. I mean, what perfect timing, because we also have, to the right of the Barbarian, the debuting David Campbell, the Dynasty, all the way from Scotland. An international show here tonight, also making his in-ring debut. To his right, we have Mr. EliMac, who also competed in our Twitch tournament. Didn't go his way, but he hopes to make history here tonight by becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. We've got the Survivor, David Jindoyan, making his... Like a lot of FCL alumni in this one. The Survivor making his in-ring debut there to the right. We've got King Khan. I know you're a big fan of the King.
I do. I'm a mere peasant in his kingdom.
As are we all. He, again, showed up in the Twitch tournament, also showed up in the Real Rumble. Neither went his way, but can he become Mr. Money in the Bank tonight? We will see. And then I think that's everybody on the screen, right?
Well, there's a man, but certainly you cannot see him.
Oh, there. You know what? It's funny. On the stream, you actually almost can't see him because my face camera's covering his face. And he's like right in the back. But yes, it is true. A very down on his luck, John Cena will be competing in this battle royal as well. A former WAT World Champion, but who has been on a hellacious losing streak as of late. Part of me wonders if he doesn't go over in this. I don't know when we'll see Big Match John again. He might have a movie to shoot. Simultaneously, if John Cena wins this, it's going to be very disappointing because John Cena did not submit a promo.
I was drop dead if John Cena submitted a promo for this.
I did tag him in all the posts. I did not see if maybe he posted one at the same time as Sean Wingblade, so maybe there's one in the inbox. I don't know. We'll see. If he did, I got to watch it after the show. Peggy in the chat, Mr. Intro. We're just going over the matches right now. So you didn't miss your match. We did discuss your match, Peggy, but don't worry, it's still yet to come. We've got now this one. I cannot wait to see.
Holy shit!
This might have become the de facto most anticipated match of the night here, just from the intense personal trash talk that these two have been slinging at each other on Twitter. Somebody even said to me, I'm worried that they're actually mad at each other, that it's gotten that personal now, because they might have worked themselves into a shoot, brother. We don't know.
Don't work yourself into a shoot, dog. You can't do that.
This is the final match of our Twitch Championship tournament. We thought our roster had increased by such an exponential amount that we said it's time to introduce our answer to the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title. It's the Twitch Championship. And one of these guys right here is going to be the first one to ever raise that belt above his head. PLD, Suge Knight 323. Now, these are two guys you're familiar with. How do you feel about this one?
It's funny that you say that the Twitch Championship is sort of like WAT Championship Wrestling's version of the Intercontinental Championship, the workhorses champion, because honestly, let's be real with one another. These two guys work their asses off in their respective crafts.
True.
And now here, they give us the time and the luxury of being in WAT Championship Wrestling for the Twitch title. Like, guys, to everyone in the chat, for those who don't know, like, there was a whole tournament for this. These guys earned their position.
It's true.
They made it here to Reelymania, and they're gonna kick ass. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. When you saw me freak out earlier, it wasn't because of these two hosses on the screen. It was because it's a 2 out of 3 falls.
That's right.
It's 2 matches. It could be 3. It could be 3 matches in one.
After this tournament, we've seen so many people go down and get pinned and lose, and we've had a lot of quick shock matches in this league, things that we thought would be big, momentous affairs that ended rather quickly. I don't want to see that in this match. I want this to be a slugfest. I want it to be a marathon. So these guys, if they want to be Twitch champion, they don't have to win just once. They've got to win twice. There is no easy victory in this. So you can be assured when this match is over, the new champion will have more than earned that title once the bell rings. So this is going to be a hell of a match. I do see some discourse in the chat here about I saw PLD is allergic to winning, but then I saw PLD puts losers down. Suge, of course, in the chat, saying it's all going to go his way. This is going to be an intense match, unquestionably.
I cannot wait for this match. This is going to be awesome.
Speaking of not being able to wait, I should say.
Oh, shit.
This is...
Oh, shit.
In another world, this is main eventing, really, Mania, honestly. Because what you have here, you've got Revoltinsanity, who, in my opinion, earned this opportunity by defeating Nasty World at the Elimination Chamber. That is, of course, Captain Insano and the Revolting Blob of Happy Madison fame. They've earned this chance. But on the other side of the screen here, we've got the most prestigious champions in this league, the 4-0 undefeated Wrestle Real Teams champions, Nick Molbach and Chris Anthony Lopez, the Kids at Hart, of course, one of which is joining me here at the desk right this moment. There's not been a more dominant champion in the entire league than these two right here. Why am I doing a lip service? Chris, tell me what this match means to you.
This match, I said it in my promo that was released earlier today, and here I'll say it again for those who are in the live chat and those watching after the fact. Guys, the Kids at Heart, we're doing Revoltinsanity a favor today. What a splendid occasion that we get to share this moment with Revoltinsanity to show them what it's like to be winners as they're looking up at the lights. Taylor, these guys, Captain Insano, the Revolting Blob. Like, look at these J-Brons. You want these guys as the faces of your tag division? No one does. WAT Championship Wrestling, you guys, everyone here, the reason why we're all here is because we are all kids at heart. Look at those two guys on the right side of the screen. Not only do you have Nick, the master of the Moldbot Clash, you've seen it. It's the linchpin of our matches. You see the second that move gets hit, 1, 2, 3, looking up at the lights. And then look, it's the personality, not the personality, Chris Anthony Lopez, your boy. Guys, the personality TKO will take your head off your shoulders.
It's true.
So this whole discourse of like, oh yeah, it's a big deal for Revoltinsanity. Oh yeah, who cares, whatever. Everyone here is for the kids at heart. So just saying, Sean Wingblade nailed it in the chat. K-A-H. Kids at heart. And look at that belt. That belt's hot.
It's a good belt.
Hot
The purple strap. Purple strap. I wouldn't say, though, it would probably look pretty good with the Blob's cape there. So let's just hope we don't see that color coordination come together this evening.
Don't hold your breath.
I won't. And it would be very, very quiet stream if I did. Couldn't say it better myself anyway. We'll get back to that match later this evening.
Don't talk shit. Mick Marley in the chat. Don't talk shit. I see you.
Kids at fart. Yikes, man. We'll get this man a microphone. Oh, and you know what? We're getting towards that main event segment here. Interestingly enough, She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters here.
Her, which is not the office, which is not defending the rights of our fellow superhero. This is all she's doing.
This is actually her singles debut right here, right now. She won this opportunity, though, by making a surprise debut in the Real Rumble, which she did, in fact, win. I believe it was down to her and... who was it? It was her and Lady Dimitrescu? I forget. It was a very tough match. It was a very tough match. The game bugged out a bunch. I had to go in there personally and get that thing wrapped up. But at the end of the night, She-Hulk won this opportunity. Likewise, on the same show, Becky the Wreck Raddus won that championship back by selling her soul and realigning herself with the Rager, Rick Raddus, and won the belt back. And we've seen a different Becky ever since Ruthless. And as such, to accommodate that, to make sure there's no funny business tonight, we're throwing the rule book out the window. This title defense is no holds barred, baby. Anything goes, weapons under the ring, we're pulling hair, we're stealing pins, doesn't matter. This one's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be violent, and two very strong women. I know International Women's Day was yesterday, but they should have postponed it just to see this fall on that date, because it's going to be a hell of a show.
I am so eager to see how this match goes. I mean, as someone who has been around since the inception of Becky the Wreck Raddus, she's nothing to fuck with. And, I mean, Jennifer Walters made a hell of a debut at the Real Rumble, but this is going to be a slugfest. And so much so, all the rules have to be thrown out.
Right.
No holds are barred. None.
So true.
And this is going to be absolutely wild. Green and red everywhere. It's the sub-main for a reason.
It's going to be hellacious. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, it is our main event. And boy, do I love a triple threat for the title and the main event of the biggest show of the year. This has been a controversial one because you have Nacho Libre here. I don't know if, Chris, if you've been following the adventures of Nacho Libre through this league, but he was 7-0, won that championship off of John Cena several months ago, and went on an unprecedented winning streak. So much so that I started to think I was going to have to get in the settings of this game and make him a little weaker, a little more prone to losing, because he was just too strong. And the chat loves him. Nachos are popping up in the chat. He's the fan favorite for sure. Walter White, meanwhile, on the same night that Nacho won that championship, Walter White won the first ever men's Real Rumble. Heisenberg went over, earned this match for himself in the main event, and you should know, Chris, because you and Nick successfully defended your belts against the team of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
We did.
Walter White is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, this man is a schemer, a plotter, and I'm not surprised to see him here. But this would be huge for him to get championship gold around his waist. But at the Elimination Chamber, I spent the entire match singing the praises of Nacho. He was the last guy to enter the chamber. I thought it was a sure thing he was taking that belt home, and this would be a singles match. To everybody's shock, surprise, Dominic Toretto from the Fast and the Furious beat Nacho the first time anyone's beat him in the Elimination Chamber, won that belt, and as such, Nacho's cashing in his rematch clause here tonight. This is a triple threat main event for that belt. How do we feel about this?
This is the most prestigious title in WAT Championship Wrestling that's not the tag team belts. And I am sitting here watching this card unfold, and we get to this main event. Nacho Libre, who's had one hell of a run, second only to the kids at Hart, but hell of a run. And Heisenberg here, I've gotten in the ring with Heisenberg before.
True.
He is on the play with, unless he's across the ring from me. But Dominic Toretto's performance at the Elimination Chamber was something that I was not expecting to love as much as I did. Yeah. This man he persevered against a monstrosity, a dominant force that is Nacho Libre. But Dominic Toretto, with the power of family, at the end of the day, carried the belt into Reelymania, the main event for the second most prestigious belt after the tag belt. The second most prestigious belt in WAT Championship Wrestling. I am very intrigued to see how this match will go. It's going to be a slugfest. It's three guys who earned their way here in some way, shape, or form. And this is going to rock the show.
And whoever comes out of this will truly be the undisputed champion. There'll be no doubts on that title there. Ram in the chat had the same idea you did, Chris. I swear to God, Dom's family was under the ring that night that he beat Nacho. He was just getting that family energy through the mat, charging him up. And you know that was a hell of a family barbecue when he went home with that belt that night. Can he do it again? Corona's on ice. Will he be there to drink them? There's only one way to find out. Should we get the show started, my friend?
I am over the moon. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Couple quick disclaimers before I do. One, we don't know what the way this is set up is Chris is watching the stream. That's how he's getting the visual half of this. So there'll be a little bit of a desync there. If it gets too significant, we'll have to figure out what to do. But we're gonna try our best. Two, this is the bigger one. This game has gotten really fucking unstable again. I think it's because of all the things I did to it. But it took me probably an hour just to actually put this card together because the game continuously kept crashing while I tried. Now, I'm hoping it won't crash while it's playing. If it does, because I'm streaming from PlayStation, it's going to end the stream. But here's what I'll tell you. If the stream ends inexplicably, without any warning, any ceremony, just stay put. Get comfortable. I'm coming right back, and I will have a backup plan if this doesn't work. I've thought of everything, but if the game crashes, you'll hear like 2 seconds of me going, "Oh no!" and then it'll end. Just stay right there. I'm coming back. They make these games with duct tape and paper clips, 2K. So just say a little prayer, cross your fingers, and sit tight because Reelymania is about to begin. I'm hitting start. There's definitely a possibility it'll crash. But here we go! The fireworks are going off, baby! Right here in the Reelymania Arena, the stadium where we're broadcasting from tonight, folks. Let's see.
Are we in New York?
Let's find out. Michael Cole's bringing us in. Look at look at all the WAT Real fans. No, baby, we're live from Cleveland, Ohio. Where else?
Cleveland!
And I assure you, there's so many stadiums that look just like this in Cleveland. It was so hard. It was so hard.
Confirm.
It was so hard to pick one, but we found the perfect place to have the very first Reelymania, right here in the heart of WAT Real Entertainment. And here we go. It's our first match of the evening.
Here we go.
And something else I'm going to try out that could be fun for the first time is, let's see, I'm going to try and do polls for each match.
Oh, snap. We got the polls in the chat.
Who will win?
And here, while you're making the first poll for our opening Knicks tag, Matt, I see you in the chat talking shit about NBA 2K. Dog, Don't act like I didn't go into your crib and beat you after not playing 2K for years. Let's not act like that didn't happen. Don't like niggas play 2K every day. Cree went in there and did his thing. Cree might have taken an L. That's fine. There's an L in Lopez already, but it's only one, dude. It's only one. No más eso. Stop it. I'll play you again, more trucker. I'll play you again. Just wait.
Let's see.
But Reelymania, that's my concern. This right here. I got a match to prepare for because, I mean, my opponent's trash. But I got to prepare for the roar of the crowd.
True.
And the adoration we're going to receive from Cleveland.
Cleveland loves the kids at Hart. I mean, you got Nick Mulbach, a local boy.
Yeah, Cleveland's own.
And you yourself have made many trips out here to
I'm Cleveland's second son, baby. Like, we out here.
People are always saying that around here. David Jindoyan, thank you for the follow, my friend. Great to see you. We're going to be seeing a lot more of you later this evening. FCL
that might
legend.
be besides my match later in the card. The battle royal for the Money in the Bank is going to be so damn interesting because not only do we have a bunch of folks that we know, we also have Dom Toretto's brother in the match. So a lot of Torettos going around the card.
I didn't think of that. You know, that's a great point. Let's say that'd be a great scenario. Say maybe, God forbid, Dom Toretto loses that belt tonight. John Cena doesn't get it done in the Battle Royal. Those two can make a hell of a duo in the tag team division, Chris. You may have just sowed the seeds of a big problem for yourself.
Bring it on, all challengers. Let me get this dub later in the show, and then we'll go from there, okay? And then Nick and I go on our lovely vacation that we deserve. And then we'll come back and defend the straps.
Matt in the chat did say his father adopted you one of the times that you were out there. So you are...
Damn right he did.
You are legally a Clevelander. And,
I'm happy to... I love Cleveland.
We all love... Look, how can you not look at it? What a beautiful stadium here in sunny Cleveland, Ohio this evening. This live feed. Now here we go. Here come the 9 Realms who, forgive me for saying this, are not currently leading the poll as to who people think will win this, which is surprising to me. Oh, I forgot to change the name. It's still father and son. These are not a father and son duo. Kratos often teams with his son, and thus they were father and son. I forgot to change that here. So sorry.
It's okay.
So sorry. This is the 9 Realms now I'm billing them as. So it's more of a trio, you know. Now these two have a lot of history on this stream. I spent a lot of hours streaming games that these two feature in, and they're deadly. I mean, again, one obviously is the titular god of war, and then Freya, who is an Aesir goddess, a former bride of Odin, who has Valkyrie abilities. You see those bright orange wings breaking from her back there. She is a Valkyrie warrior, and very, very competent and very dangerous on the battlefield. I would anticipate that the same is going to be true in the ring together.
I'm so eager to see how this goes because I'm assuming we're following mixed tag rules.
Yes,
and it's that can essentially boil down to 2 matches at once.
Right.
So it could. I feel like it's in anybody's hands, especially with some folks who are no stranger to the channel, who are no stranger to pop culture, especially right now. Joel and Elliot are on top of the world right now.
Here comes Joel Miller, who, yes, admittedly is not the Pedro Pascal version. I didn't see that in the community space. Maybe he's in there now. I don't know. I looked this up a couple of weeks ago. Hard to say. This is more of a Troy Baker video game faithful take on the character. He's got a big old pipe that he's walking down to the ring with here. And he's not going to be able to use that, of course, but at least not while the ref is looking. But I guess you just got to... Everything that he owns is in his backpack there. So, I mean, where's he going to put that? Where's he going to put that pipe if not in his hand on the way to the ring here? And I'm so sorry that you can't hear all the music because 2K is silly, but I can hear Elias's theme song playing right now. What a great song.
I love that Joel has the Retribution Tron in the back.
Yeah, it's sometimes you just don't know where you're gonna go when you're making custom entrances. And Retribution.
Joe looks like Josh Duhamel.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I'm playing a video game where you play as Josh Duhamel called the Callisto Protocol right now. Oh my God! Are you seeing this?
No! Whoa! Oh my God! Indeed.
Now this is kind of if you're just familiar with The Last of Us show and not the game, this is kind of cut forward. Oh, this is actually really weird. So what's happening here is I did give Elias's entrance animation, but
WWE stands for What with LA.
Oh wow, it doesn't even change the initials. Oh God, she's burying these teeth? Ew. It's very weird.
Ew.
I didn't know. So there's another Elias anime. When you're like building the entrance and you preview it, he just comes out with a guitar and like when you play as Elias in this game, yes, he has an entrance like this where he's like cutting a promo and he sings and stuff. So I was thinking logically they wouldn't have Ellie do that and she would just walk out with the guitar. And she's also not actually saying anything, by the way, Chris. I know you can't hear this. There's nothing to hear. She's just pretending to speak.
I love that everyone's sitting there watching. Cleveland, stand up!
Turn that microphone on, for God's sake, in the production truck.
Starting to show hot.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not, and I just don't like to see the character models' teeth like that. We were never meant to see that, I feel. And
come on, Ellie, we got a show to do.
Yeah, it's time to play her. She's playing a whole. This actually feels longer than Elias's actual entrance. She might be playing "Take on Me" in full, start to finish, as her arm clips through that guitar. I might have to skip this. This is kind of a nightmare, actually. Why would they let you do this? Why would they make it so you could give a Creator Wrestler this entrance and there's no sound? Why would anybody want to do that? It's so weird because it doesn't show that, like, when you create the entrance, it just shows Ellie walking out with a guitar to the ring. It's
because it's Reelymania, so we're giving Ellie the stage.
It's better than that Hardy performance at what was that, at the Royal? No, that was at.
Oh my God!
Was that the Royal Rumble? It was.
We paused it, and then me and my buddies I was watching the show with, like, we just did what we were talking. And then, like, I got up or some shit. And then we just waited a few minutes, and then we got back to the show. Because what the hell? And we skipped it so easy. And apparently he got heat. How does the musical guest at Royal Rumble get heat backstage?
Yeah, people were like, that was really not necessary, guys. Okay, so now what she's doing is what it shows you when you preview the entrance in Creator Wrestler. Like, this is what it showed me. It did not include the part where she sits on the stage for 20 minutes, pretending to sing.
Stands for
Walk with Ellie. It's amazing. Let her cook, said Nick Harley. Well, we let her cook. What did we get for it? I'm not sure, but she cooked. And here we go. We're ringing the bell, and Kratos and Joel Miller starting off this match, going in. Oh, Joel locks up real early and taking Kratos to the corner, where I would suspect he might be tagging in Ellie Williams, who is, in fact, a child, I'll remind you. Child labor law is very much a gray area in the pro wrestling industry. And I think she'll be able to hold her own just fine. And it is kind of moving in slow motion right now, by the way, which does happen in this game when you have so many custom things on the screen at the same time. Kind of goes to slow motion.
The case now, I really can't wait for the Battle Royal.
Oh no.
The Battle Royal might be so fucking good that it'll destroy the stream.
I had worried about that with the Royal Rumble, and it actually ran relatively smoothly. The men's one anyway. Oh, what a German by Ellie to Freya! My God.
Sheesh.
Oh, and she's just going to town. Another snap suplex there. I was mentioning the fact that Ellie was a child earlier and how that may be a disadvantage when fighting two immortal beings, but even the gods succumb to a great series of suplexes here. She is going to town on this Aesir goddess.
I mean, you don't have to kill the god. All you got to do is beat them down to submission. That's all you got to do.
Sean said Joel died of old age during Ellie's entrance. Nick Harley, tonight's show is sponsored by Cheetos. Yeah, it's the Flamin' Hot Cheetos Inferno match. We should just talk about some actual wrestling too while we're here, Chris.
Sure, yeah.
How do you feel about, since he mentioned Cheetos, which makes me think of the Pitch Black Mountain Dew match. How do you feel about this Bray Wyatt stuff as of late? How do you feel like his run's been since coming back?
So, I don't want to be rude, but I wasn't one of the folks missing Bray Wyatt when he was gone. I always appreciated Bray from a distance. I was a fan of like the Fiend as a concept, not really the execution.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, and then you pick it back up when he's back, and it took him forever to get in the ring. It started to piss me off. But then you almost make guys like LA Knight who saved that feud.
Yeah.
Like you get guys like LA Knight and like you put them in pitch black Mountain Dew matches, and the shit's dumb.
Yeah.
It was dumb, and it was very skippable. If you watch the 2023 Rumble back, you will skip that match in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, the way that it also concluded with Uncle Howdy missing his spot at the end, it was just like piece de resistance on the entire thing.
Right. So, like, I'm over here just like, okay, it's whatever, but now they got him feuding with Bobby Lashley, who have been doing some good stuff recently. Now I'm afraid that Bray is going to hinder Bobby's push. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And especially, it doesn't look great when Brock Lesnar's like, hey, you want to work with Bray? No.
No. And that he would prefer to work with Amos. To me, that's a waste of Brock's ability. I mean, he'll do everything he can to make that match work. By the way, Joel Miller just kicking the shit out of Kratos on the outside here.
Yeah, it's very brutal as I'm checking this out. And they got to get back in the ring.
It's true. You can't win you can win by countout, but not when both teams are on the outside. Somebody get him back in there and remind them what they're fighting for here. I mean, Joel Miller might just be eager to get back to catering because who knows the last time he's had anything resembling a real meal.
Right.
But you gotta beat Kratos, the God of War, who I gotta say I've formed very deep emotional connections to all four of these characters in the last couple weeks of my life. Played a lot of God of War, watching a lot of Last of Us. I wouldn't be sad seeing either of these teams win. Kratos, I mentioned earlier, has, oh man, it's really moving in slow motion here. Kratos, I mentioned, ordinarily teams with his young son Atreus. That pair has not seen a lot of success in here. It's interesting in this league. The people you think are going to run away with it, someone like a Kratos, who just has championship material written all over him, sometimes don't pan out how you think they will. And he and Atreus have not had a lot of luck. I think he would love to see fate changed, as it were, but with Freya here in this intergender match. But the Last of Us here don't get a lot of wins in their lives. If you're watching that show, if you're playing those games, it's been a tough road for both of these, for these two, and that road ended at Reelymania. So imagine if they can get... Wow, what a move by Ellie Williams! I don't even know what you call something like that. It was
Holy God!
It's like a Paul Burchill. You remember Paul Burchill?
Dog, of course I remember Paul Burchill.
He used to do that move. I don't know what that's called properly.
That was like looked like a standing Spanish fly. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It was something to see. I thought she was going. I think they can do double team maneuvers still in intergender matches, but I haven't seen anybody implement that yet. But Ellie Williams going up top with Freya, who I remind you is a Valkyrie. That's a risky place to be with somebody who can literally fly. What a maneuver!
No. Jeez, Falcon Arrow from the top. Oh my God. Holy shit!
Whoa, that's like a black mass kick from Jonah Kratos. Is that it? Oh, 2.
Oh no!
And the Ghost of Sparta kicks out just in the nick of time. Wow, and Joel with another springboard moonsault. Who knew Joel can move like that? My God.
Yeah, whose moveset is this? What the hell is this? Is he Aleister Black?
I don't know. It does seem that way. I did not give them their move. Like, some of them, I could tell you who their movesets are. Others I cannot. I don't know who any of these guys. I haven't set their moves. I worked on their entrances a little bit because I find that those usually need to be tweaked, but I don't know whose movesets. I guess they're just originals, you know? They're just unapologetically themselves. Sean Wingley, before last Sunday's episode, you would have sided with Kratos, but did you see Joel with them cultists? Ooh. Chris, are you watching The Last of Us?
I am not watching The Last of Us at the moment.
Oh,
I do plan on it. I just actually got started with the other Pedro Pascal TV show going on right now.
What is that?
The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian.
Oh, that's right. You say started. Do you mean started or the new season?
The new season. The new season. I watched both episodes last night, and my God, I love that program.
I actually have to watch the new one still, but I understand there's a Swamp Thing and a tribe of Babu Fricks.
Yes. Tribe. I use tribe loosely. But there is more than one. So, and they're speaking English. I don't remember them having such good English in The Rise of Skywalker.
Whoa! What a series of kicks by Freya. Goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough? Hooks the leg.
Oh shit!
No, you always hope when the partner stays on the apron, you gotta hope that isn't going to be it. Freya going up top. She's very dangerous up there. She's a Valkyrie.
Oh shit!
Shooting star press!
Oh
she hooks the leg!
Oh my God!
Joel's coming in for the save. Can he get there quick enough? Wait, what just happened there? Did you see that?
Whoa! What?
Just got
was there a kick out? They missed the spot there? The miscommunication right here?
He just kind of yelled at her and she got off the Ellie, which, don't get me wrong.
Never works.
Oh, spear! Hooks the leg on Joel.
Holy shit!
Ellie coming in now. Can she get it? She does. Breaks it up. And I think that would have been, for all my money, that would have been the end of the match had Ellie not been there.
Oh my lord. The spear out of nowhere from Kratos is wild.
The spear is a very dangerous finisher.
That belt wrench is crazy.
Joel's out. He's stunned. Now this is the time to capitalize. If you're Ellie here, you got to defend yourself because nobody's going to come in and break up the pin. Ellie's going in for some sort of submission. She's got the arm bar locked in. She got Freya locked in the arm bar.
Oh man.
Will she tap? I don't see Kratos coming in. He's not worried, evidently.
Shades of a fellow redhead Becky Lynch.
Wow, yeah, Ellie, Ellie had to find her moment here because if she got put down, Joel is not here to save her. And
I see that store finisher down there. I see that.
Oh, there it happened again. That was so weird. Did you see that? Kratos just yelled at her.
Maybe it's because of the mixed tag. You can't essentially break up the pin if you're a dude.
I guess that could be it, yeah.
Chivalry's not dead here.
Yeah, I was testing one of these matches out, and I was playing as the dude, and I did absolutely just clothesline the shit out of the woman, and it did end the match immediately because I did that. So
yeah, it's I don't think you can do that. Not here.
You used to
not
be
in
able,
WAT Championship Wrestling.
Used to be able to have men and women wrestle in these games. I remember it was not a big deal. But I guess WWE has changed a lot in the last 20 years. So
hey man, the sponsors aren't gonna like that. Holy hell! What is going on here? Top rope!
Superplex. This is our opening match, folks. This is just to get you warmed up. Freya hooks the leg. Is this enough? Oh my God. 2.999 count, as I like to call it here on this show. Freya's going back up, and Ellie's getting to her feet because she must know she cannot survive another one of those shooting stars.
No finisher, swords. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Ooh, what's it gonna be? Another one of those virtual busters.
Oh no, this is another standing Spanish fly. What
comes in for the pin. Kratos doesn't like it. He's gonna shout at her. Get off! Stops the count.
I love the delay because I'm over here like oh get off it's what is that?
He just tells her he's gonna do it again. He's gonna say get off, and then she does.
Yo, Joel has to do something about Kratos right now.
I know he's got to come in here and start saying things of his own.
With his monkey business.
It actually is kind of an advantage because you don't even seem to have to clear the ring to break up the pin. You just got to get in and yell, get off!
Also, I appreciate the refs going all out with the tie, old school here for Reelymania.
Yeah, this is a real suit and tie occasion. you can't really see it, but I've got my sport coat on here. I'm sure you're dressed to impress there on the other side of the bullhorn, my friend. As Freya locks in this head scissors on the mat.
I'm very surprised at how this is. I know it says the 4 stars in the top left of the screen. And I think that 4 stars, as of right now, definitely suits this match.
Shooting star press, hooks the leg.
Another!
Oh, rope break. Poor ring awareness from Freya. You hate to see that because I do think that was going to be it. Tags out to Kratos, means Joel Miller is coming back in. And look, you can just see exhaustion and pain wearing it. Wow, what a gut wrench from the Ghost of Sparta. Hooks the leg. Oh, man. Again, we talk about opportunities. Ellie's stunned on the outside. If he were going to pin Joel, now's the time to do it. Spear!
Out of nowhere!
Hooks the leg. And that's it, folks.
Oh, my God. Kratos.
The 9 realms, the chat didn't think they could do it, and the chat was wrong. The 9 realms just defeated the Last of Us in our opening mixed tag match right here at Reelymania. What a way to get started. A 4-star match, I believe it was.
Super impressive performance from both squads, but the 9 realms tandem absolutely bringing the pain. And I don't know how many mixed tag classics we get at WAT Championship Wrestling, but this is right here.
I would say it's the first one. Yeah, 4.5-star instant classic. And you want to be careful when you book shows like this. You don't want to open up with the best match of the night because you just are deflated the rest of the evening. And that's going to be a tough one to top.
But this is a Reelymania, and the kids are haven't wrestled yet. But I am very eager to see how we follow this match.
Well, here it is, Chris. It's the
oh, goddamn.
It's one of 2 triple threats this evening. Of course, the other being the main event tonight for the WAT World Championship. But first, we've got a true battle of the beasts here at Reelymania. Jack Frost, Head Ripper Joe, and the Rabbit. This is going to be a spooky one. If you have any children in the room, I would recommend averting their gaze, as they say, because this is going to get a little creepy, a little spooky, and just probably really violent. I mean, even this loading screen, pretty violent. Put up another poll here.
It's a hell of a visual over here. Like the Rabbit, by the way, hell of a design. Like I am awestruck at the Rabbit. And I don't know who I would have in this match, but this is going to be messy. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to be a mess. You may get some blood.
I think so. Oh, believe me. I went into the options. I said blood on, please. Yes, I'll take it.
Please and thank you.
What do you think? We're some kind of pussy stream? No, I don't think so. No. Well, Rabbit is 2 votes in, 100% favored winner in this match. Not a surprise considering his creator is, of course, in the chat here this evening. But you mentioned the Rabbit's design, and I only adapted. Well, actually, he's much more horrifying if you see the real article. In a little survival horror game called Liminal, available on Dreams on the PS4. I played that whole thing start to finish. It was terrifying. I've had intense run-ins with all 3 of these competitors in my personal life, in a sense. Never in the ring myself, but oh man, here he comes. Head Ripper Joe.
This entrance is this. Oh my God, Head Ripper Joe. I don't know if I ever got a good look at him, but my lord.
There's a lot to him. This is one I didn't make. I was really surprised this character was in the community creations. When I typed in Outlast, very surprised. His name is actually not Head Ripper Joe. For some reason, I called him Head Ripper Joe during my playthrough of it. And so I didn't make this wrestler, but I did go through the trouble of clearing out his name and renaming him Head Ripper Joe, just to keep it all, synergetic. Wow, look at that. What a horrifying sight. Now, When I talk about the damage these guys have done, Head Ripper Joe debuted months ago against a young man named Jim. What was his? Actually, what is his name? Jimmy Hopkins from the famous Rockstar game Bully. From Bully, and he beat up Jimmy Hopkins so badly, we haven't seen him since.
Holy shit.
He's never been booked since. Here's another horrifying sight.
Yo. Why is Jack Frost such a unit?
Yeah, he's beefed up.
My lord.
He's kind of a chungus, but you know, it's all water weight, so to speak.
Nice. But like, my God. And I see you, EliMac, in the chat. You only missed the opening match, dog.
Welcome, man, Eli. Yeah, you only missed the opening match. Now, mind you, it was a real slobber knocker of a mixed tag match, so
it
might be worth revisiting in your own time.
Look at the boots!
Michelin Man, that's a good call, Sean. He does have kind of a Michelin Man, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Michelin Man.
Quality. Oh yeah, Eli said it was going for over an hour. You should know, if you have Chris and I on the stream, we can do an entire hour before even hitting play on the game. So
yes.
Oh, now we talk about entrances. This is one I crafted for the Rabbit, and I can never help myself. I gotta watch it in full. The spookiest entrance in town.
As the sun sets in Cleveland, Ohio.
And of course, if you had to guess, I'm sure you could, but there is the Finn Balor music playing here in my headphones. Such a shame that it automatically mutes all the music in this game when you stream it. Like, I can't even do anything about it.
Is that like a licensing thing? It has to be it, right?
Yeah. It's something goofy with the console. We stream from console and 2K and all that. It's a shame because the music really sells some of these entrances, and I feel like this is one of them.
Christ.
The bottomless pit. The Rabbit. Yeah, Sean shouting out the Sam Raimi-esque camera work. You are very correct in that. And this is a longer entrance, but I can't help myself. I mean, Chris, you don't even know anything about this, but just on appearances alone, what are your first impressions?
No. Like this dude right here, this is my favorite design out of the three combatants in this match. By far, I'm loving the. You know what it's giving? It's giving the villains from Scooby-Doo 2002. like it's like very like lanky, big ass feet. You know, like
yeah.
But I love this. I love this. My favorite of the bunch.
I couldn't have written a more Chris response if I tried. He reminds you of a Scooby-Doo villain. That is vintage Chris Anthony Lopez right there, if there ever was one. The Rabbit did win the poll. The results coming in now. 75% of the vote. Somebody did come in, a little bit of a dark horse candidate for Jack Frost, but the Rabbit is the odds-on favorite here to win this monster triple threat. And I hope Cleveland's ready because it's never going to be the same after the three of these things.
I'd be fucking terrified of the Rabbit if the Rabbit, holy shit. Like, that's hell nah. That's spooks.
And Ram, the creator of this character, is in the chat. He said, Chris, you put that perfectly, I think in reference to the Scooby-Doo thing. Very well said. So
thank you.
You're getting a cosign from the creator of the Rabbit himself.
That honestly makes, I thought I was like, I don't want to feel like I was slandering the character. But if that was how, if that was perfectly put, then hell yeah. I mean, I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we only get the, I wouldn't pick anybody else to be my co-commentator here. You don't even have all the lore, and you just sit down and you just soak it in through osmosis. Like, you have it.
Yeah, I'm here for it, dog. But this match is gonna bang. I love the tassels on Jack Frost's face.
Very tall. First thing I had to say about these guys. I think all three of them.
Holy hell, lanky indeed.
I think all three of them are about as tall as you can get. I think Rabbit might have the advantage just from his ears. Give him a little bit of a height advantage there. Sean says, welcome to Spooky Island. EliMac, the Rabbit has only lost one match. That's true. The Rabbit lost. He actually competed in our Twitch Championship tournament. And I'll be honest, I expected him to go all the way. I did not think any conventional human being was going to be able to deal with the Rabbit. And I'm trying to think of who... Was it Shug? I think Shug might have defeated the Rabbit ultimately.
Shug beat the Rabbit? Dog, what the fuck?
I think I might have that right. Yeah, Eli's over there keeping the stats. He says Shug beat the Rabbit. Meanwhile, Head Ripper Joe lost. I regret that I've watched so many of these now that I'm having trouble remembering who beat who at all times. Head Ripper Joe has lost a match before. I think this might be Jack Frost's second match ever, not counting the Rumble. So, as far as we're just talking stats, I really think it's anybody's match to win here. As Jack Frost is just taking it to the Rabbit in the corner there. Now,
Jack Frost is controlling the tempo of this match, 100%.
You wouldn't think it looking at him, you think he'd be falling behind more than not, but...
he's the only one with a full green health bar still.
Really taking it to the Rabbit, but sometimes in these triple threats, it's almost the best thing you can do is get out early, and give yourself some time to rest, get on the sidelines, and then let the other two guys run around each other for a while so you can come in and maybe pick up the scraps. Just in my observation being a wrestling fan, sometimes you don't want to set the pace of a triple threat. And the Rabbit, not going to try. He's just going to gloat in the corner. Also not a good idea.
Jack Frost with these clubbing blows. Jeez.
And I'm not even sure what the density on Jack Frost is. Again, he is made of snow. It's hard to say just how heavy he is, but he really did bring down that weight on Head Ripper Joe. Went for the pin. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? What? Can't he win? Jack Frost! Why are you leaving the ring like that? Jack Frost! Oh my god!
Whose animation is this? Oh my god, what is happening right now?
Jack Frost with Jeez! What the fuck is going on?
What an upset! And this is why Shug and PLD are a 2 out of 3 falls match, because this happens sometimes where you think you're about to see a big knockout fight, and instead you get something like that. I mean, 1.5 stars.
That's nuts.
Lackluster. And now part of me does have to wonder if maybe this match got cut short after that just egregious sing-along by Ellie Williams.
We're running over time already. I really mean it.
Oh my god. Well, hey, look, Jack Frost just, made a statement against Head Ripper Joe, of all people.
I told you, dog. Jack Frost had control of the match from the beginning. He was the only guy who did not play defense at all. Straight offense to both guys. And shout out to the Rabbit, who was just stunned on the outside of the ring as Head Ripper Joe's getting his shit creamed. And Jack Frost, here he is, the winner of the second match of Reelymania. My God.
If you're gonna make an example out of Head Ripper Joe of all people, that's somebody that I'm gonna be thinking about this all night while I go to bed. It's gonna be a problem for me.
Yeah, Jack Frost, they're going to be in bed like Jack Frost really beat the shit out of Head Ripper Joe and the Rabbit.
I can't believe it. I thought this was going to be a hell of a showdown, but I'm not always right. You know what? I try to be a good commentator, a good commissioner, but I can't force these things to happen. So
now, I don't want to sound hyperbolic, and trust me, I want a shot at the big belt as much as the next person, but Jack Frost really planting his flag as potential #1 contender material.
That's definitely going to shoot him up the ranks. Swift Wayne Blade, great point. He's melting, doesn't have time to fuck around out there. He's got to get out there, wrap it up, and get him in the fridge. Ram said, dude's an iceberg. Sean said, don't try to talk to him. He'll give you the cold shoulder.
Nice.
What the cold shoulder? Okay.
Nice to meet you.
What an upset, my man. Oh, can't believe that I just saw that happen. Let's move on. I mean, God, let's get ourselves some time here. Oh boy, now here's one. I've got personal stakes.
Here we go.
This one. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm a little empty on my drink here. I'm gonna go get myself a refill so I can get comfortable and call this one. I'm really invested in this. Chris, can you just entertain the people for a moment while I'm gone?
Yeah, totally.
Thank you so much.
So, Ram, I see you in the chat. I saw you mention earlier that this is Taylor's version, not to be confused with Taylor Swift. This is Taylor's version of the Rabbit. Ram, I need to see a version of the Rabbit, the OG, because if the OG is as scary as Taylor's version, my God, or even freakier, oh jeez. But this match, Blerds and Nasty World, I'm very eager to see how this goes. Okay, yeah, please send it over, please. my Twitter at the letter C, Anthony Lopez on Twitter. MrEliMac, I see you in the chat. Oh, wait a minute. Who is that? Who I think it is?
Huh?
Excuse me? Oh, hell
Hello?
no. Oh,
Wait.
shit.
What is this?
Dude.
What is this?
Rick.
Is that me?
Rick. Yo, dog. Oh, shit.
Who's in this? Who am I talking to right now?
This is the Chris Anthony Lopez, the personality of WAT Entertainment. What are you talking about?
What the hell is this? This is what's going on down here. I hear all this ruckus. I'm up there, trying to do one of my patented Raddus facials, and I'm hearing all this commotion coming from down here, and we're playing video games? What is this crap?
Yo, ask Taylor. I didn't do this shit. You said a Raddus facial, dude?
Yeah, and look, if you want to know more, I just don't get this info for free. Okay, you go on my website. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Stop. I should stop you there because we're gonna watch this match, Rick. Since you're here, might as well.
Have you heard of multi-level marketing?
If you can hit accept for me, thank you.
Dude didn't even finish his drink. Stupid shithead. Oh, look at these jokers. Who are these people? Oh,
it's Winston Marshall, Master Matt Thomas, the Blerds.
Oh my God.
Former losers to the kids at Hart.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Master Matt Thomas, one of the biggest losers in the world. I mean, everybody knows that. Wait, was this guy lost like 10 times? How is this? Yeah. And look, Winston Marshall, I got nothing bad to say about Winston Marshall. Not usually. I mean, we hung out, we're pretty tight. Never was an issue in my previous career. Never crossed paths with them in that way. I think I did manage against Winston. I think I managed Brother Lomas to a victory over Clee Wiggins. So you could say when you faced off against each other as managers before, and the Rager was obviously the winner in that equation. Oh, here we go. Now, Chris, can you hear this music playing?
I can't see. There's a whole thing with Twitch. I can't listen to the music. Is this you? Is this
okay? Let me sing it for you. No
shit! Look at him! Oh shit!
For life. Oh, here we go. Now this guy looks good. This guy looks like a winner. This looks perfect. I do look just like that. Oh, look at this son of a bitch. Oh.
Yo, the 69 on the knee pads.
That's my brother right there. That's the Seaman Demon, Daddy-O. Oh, look at the sparks coming. We're playing in slow-mo. We're playing at 2 frames per second. That's beautiful. Look at this duo, this pair. Now, Chris, I don't mean to make it personal here, but the Nasty World is a group that you came very close to being familiar with. I don't know how many people know this, but the Nasty World almost competed against you and Nick Mobach in movie Trivia many years ago. Do I remember that correctly, or was that the ayahuasca speaking?
I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Oh man, that was a past life. Yeah. But look. I'm so happy that you're here. I know.
Really?
It's been a minute since I talked to you.
Yeah.
But how you been, dog? You been keeping up with the WAT Championship Wrestling streams? Obviously not.
I mean, no. I got better things to do. I'm out here. I'm out here getting that Bugatti. Okay. You know, I can't. Oh, look at that guy just standing in the crowd. That was really creepy looking. So they're gonna wrestle. Oh, it's the Rager. Oh, we got Daddy-O on the ass here. The Rager's coming from Matt Thomas. Oh, and he's just smacking him. Oh, this actually is kind of cool, Chris. I kind of see why you guys waste your time doing this. It's kind of cool.
See, I love the tights that Rick Raddus has in this 2K. Big springboard, holy shit!
And I can't do that, by the way. The Rager can do that. Throwing the Master to the outside. Now I do see the Master talking trash in chat. Oh, look at that! We got him with the. Get out of here, Thomas! Get out of my ring! He's talking trash in the chat here, saying yours truly never beat him in movie trivia. But you know what? It was beneath me. It wasn't even worth it to try. Obviously, I had other things to do, and I did them. And I just knocked Winston Marshall off the apron. I'm killing it, Chris. You see this?
Yeah, I'm watching, dog. It's a 2-on-1 assault here. Nasty World starting off hot.
Oh, Thomas bringing it back to me, I guess.
Oh, big backbreaker. Oh shit.
Ram wants to know if I drink sparkling water while driving in my Bugatti. As a matter of fact, yes. I do love a nice, crisp bubble water. Okay? I love drinking bubble water in my Bugatti. Oh, what a lariat! And if you want to do the same thing, again, you got to sign up for my 5-step multi-level marketing Rager campaign. Oh, is that it? Cena even got does have a tattoo on his head. Look at that. I heard about that.
Yeah, look at that. True to life over here for Nasty World. Oh, the pin. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Sean called it the Drop Rick. That's a great name. The Cena Demon in off the hot tag. Series of kicks to Master Matt Thomas. Winston Marshall just has to sit there and watch. You know, some people like to watch. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I think you're on something. I think we're talking about two different things here.
Some people like to watch, and you know, as long as they like to watch me, it's not a big problem. Oh wow, he just pulled him out of the corner for a bit of a power bomb there. Yeah, see the thing is, I can't explain that's really why I'm here today. Is just get the tag out to Marshall. Don't worry, Seaman Demon can take it, and those leopard print, cheetah print boots. You can take it.
Yeah, I am loving the Simone Demon's attire here. I love it. I'm a huge fan.
Looks great. He is going for the pin here. I'd see if he's got it. No, just the one count. Just a one count, you know.
Winston just got in the match.
Yeah, he's clean. Now, that being said, we're going to win this, but we might have to do a little bit extra to win here at Reelymania. The biggest stage of them all. And it really, I mean, thank God they did book the Nasty World, because otherwise there's no way they could have lived up to that title. But yeah, so what you do when you get to be a part of my program, you know, because there's no movie
5 steps.
No movie trivia to play out here anymore. Wow. Whoa, get in there, Rev. What do you mean? He just threw Ricky to the outside. What the hell was that? Oh, my God.
This is getting a lot of hand.
Get it under control. Get him under control. That's right, Raddus. That's right, Raddus.
Oh, rolling him over.
Bring it to him. Does Ramstein get a complimentary Romanian pizza box? Don't be ridiculous. Come on now. Yeah, so it's really simple. You know, I sign you up for my program. And again, what does that mean? You need to get immaculate skincare, step 1. All right, everybody wants to have these clean, fresh poured visage here. Everybody wants to look like Big Ricky Real, so you get an immaculate skincare program. We're going to teach you how to invest. And first you got to invest in the program, obviously. You got to pay in if you want to take out. And then what you do is, see, what's great is, Chris, do you have any friends?
I like to think so.
All right, well, I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm happy to hear that. So you take, do you have two? Do you have 2 friends?
Yes, I like to think so. Yep.
Okay, so I get you signed up for the program, right? And then you call your two friends and you sign them up for the program, right? So like I'm at the top, and then you're underneath me, and then their two friends are underneath you. You follow me so far?
Okay, so like a pyramid almost.
Right, kind of triangular,
sure.
And
building blocks.
Wow, big elbow to Thomas there. And then and it's true, I am also, part of what I'm doing with the proceeds here is I'm actually constructing a pyramid with which to lay my my body down once I leave this mortal coil. Not that I expect that it'll happen anytime soon, but then your two friends, let's say each of them had two friends. Do you think they do? What do you think?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, maybe. It is a big... Maybe's doing a lot of work there. But, by the way, the crowd is just paralyzed in, like, the first 4 rows. You seeing that? It's kind of...
I am.
They're all looking at Matt Thomas on the ground.
Oh, my God. They're all just staring at Matt on the outside.
It's very creepy. It feels like some kind of Jordan Peele movie out there. It's very...
Get out, Matt. Get out.
Get out. Because if you get back in the ring... You're going to have to deal with big Daddy Raddus coming in off the hot tag to the Semen Demon, coming into Winston Marshall. Nobody's got a finishing move. I'd love to see a finishing move in this match. But in any case, what's this? EliMac, this is like a pyramid scheme. Now, it's interesting what you said. Whoa, what a move there. You said it's like a pyramid scheme, but even Eli understood it's not. It's not a pyramid scheme. He said it's like one, it's not one. And obviously, I've seen, in my time in working in movie trivia, I'm going to tell you something, Chris. I've met a lot of losers, okay?
Yes.
Not the most socially gifted people in that space.
Okay.
Not the best bathers, if I'm telling you the truth. Not a lot of... Wow, what a splash by Winston Marshall on yours truly. Didn't like it, but what a move. Not a lot of ability in the romantic area, right? You know what I mean? But I have it on good authority that so many of those people are in such a better place now just by having been in my program for 3 weeks. They're showering.
That's it, just 3 weeks.
They're touching grass, right? They're talking to people. It's incredible. I know there are so many people. Okay, wait a minute. Ref, get in there. What's Matt Thomas doing? Don't let him do whatever he's about to do. Oh, he just ran. That was awkward. He just ran right into me. I thought he was sizing Ricky up for the big maneuver there.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if anyone can size Ricky up. Let's be real.
No, you're 100% right. PLD in the chat, my great friend PLD, said it feels more like a pyramid dream. I like that, a pyramid dream that you never wake up from. I like that. I am very dreamy in that respect. What a suplex to the Semen Demon. And I'm looking at this here, and all I can think is the first guy to really get that finishing maneuver probably going to win this because no one's done it yet. So, I mean, who can put in the work and who is going home in the Bugatti tonight? Who is going home to Hulk Hogan with the pussy? Man hooks leg.
Don't make me. You know what? I'm gonna have to publish this Gawker article and said no.
Okay, he goes for the suplex. Mr. EliMac, we could win a Bugatti. No, you don't win a Bugatti. What's going to happen is that
we.
Yeah, first of all, calm down. Pump the brakes there, kid. I have the Bugatti, okay? I'm not trying to get one. You don't win the Bugatti. You invest in my multi-level program.
Your pyramid dream.
And what I'd like to do, everybody in the chat, what I'd really love to do, yeah, the pyramid dream, as it were. I'd really love to fly any one of you out here to the Rager compound. Location. Oh, whew, that was a close one. Come on, Seaman. I'd love to just fly you out to the Rager compound, and what we would do is just get you to kind of fool around on a webcam for a little bit. You know, not all that dissimilar to what we're doing right now when you think about it.
Okay.
I mean, you can see me. I can't see you, Chris, and thank God, but I can hear you.
By design.
I can hear you, and, you know. Oh, I think the Semen Demon just got busted open. And what's going to come out of that wound with a name like that, you just can't really say until you see it for yourself. Big splash by Matt Thomas. That's a lot of Cleveland coming down on the Demon. Rangers, the Shug says he trusts me. You know what? That's great to see. Matt goes for the pin. Hold it.
Uh-oh.
Demon kicks out, fights out, as Michael Cole said. I'm glad Michael Cole's on this call too. He's a hell of a guy. Shug said, yeah, he trusts me, and Shug and I have kind of a colorful history. So it's really great to know that it's all water under the bridge. What a move there by the Semen Demon. Hooks the leg on Thomas.
Thunderbomb.
Hooks the leg on Thomas. Is it enough? Where am I going? Don't know where I was going for that. Yeah. Demon's going up top. What's he got? You see he has a finisher stored.
Uh-oh.
He's saying, get up, Thomas. Get your ass up. Nasty World's getting a win here.
Oh, he's gooshing.
See that on Botchamania later? You hate to see that.
See how...
Hot tag. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a double team maneuver. Now this is what it's all about right here. Look at this synergy. We practiced this for weeks, and we nailed it. The Nasty World, the premier team here in WAT World Championship Wrestling.
Excuse me?
The premier team.
Oh, you must be speaking a different language. I don't think I heard you correctly. Can you say it one more time?
The premier team.
Oh, yeah. The premier team's later in the card, but good try. Good try, though.
Look, okay, I know you think you're hot stuff. You think you're real cat shit because you got one over on us in the TLC match. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Going for the cover on Winston. Let's see what's happening here. Center of the ring. Winston's out at 1. Oh, man. There's a lot of great tag team action on this show thus far, it seems to me.
I mean, I'm loving, as a tag team man myself, I'm a big fan of tag matches, and so far so good. But the premier match, tag match, to be later in the show. The main event that's coincidentally placed, I believe, 8th on the card. I'll try that away.
Can't you do polls on this? Hold on. Who will win? Nasty World or Nasty World? Okay, and let's start the poll.
There you go. That's definitely how polls work.
Yeah. Here we go. Big cover on Marshall. Count it. Nope. Ref is slow. Slow ref. Somebody needs to grease up the ref.
See, I'm not with that tie on, dog.
Greasy tie. You ever seen a movie called The Greasy Strangler?
No, that was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, I believe that. Winston stunned on the outside, which really just leaves Matt to a pair of nasty vultures here to pick up the scraps. If they can capitalize, or are we just going to want to beat the absolute shit out of him? We do love to do that. I can do that move too, that springboard. I love springing the board.
That's the only way boards should be sprung.
Yeah, it's like you think I was the first to ever do it. Let me tell you now too, it's early, but Nasty World, the odds-on favorite to win this match right now, 100% of the vote. What a spine buster by Matt Thomas. Oh, look at him go. He's showboating and gloating. This is what happens every time with him. He gets all cocky and does a little dance, and you know what? Pays the price, but he goes in for the cover. Semen Demon doesn't seem to be too worried about it. It's because he knew. It's because he knew he didn't have to.
He trusted you. He trusted you.
Yeah, all our relationships built on trust. Semen Demon also has a Bugatti, obviously.
Duh. I thought that was implied.
Yeah, of course. Tags out to the Demon, who's got a finisher stored. Now would be a great time to hit it, Demon. Where you going? Oh, we love these springboard moves. I think Thomas is busted open now.
Oh, there's so much gooshing. Ooh, hell of a DDT there. Ooh, yeah. That goosh.
Semen Demon. Now, here's something I always find interesting about Demon and I strategy is what we'll do is we'll carve out great opportunities for us to win, but instead of capitalizing on those, we just kind of keep beating you up a little bit. Just keep that match going. And I love that strategy personally. It's never failed us.
You know, everyone has a strat. I get it. You know, Nick and I have a strat with the kids at Hart, but I'll keep that to myself because there's going to be one group of inaugural winners, and that's us, kids at Hart.
Now, is that because your strategy is also locked behind a paywall?
Oh, yeah. There's a whole link. You can DM me for the private link.
What a knee! Oh! 2.99999999999699420. And look, here's what I'm talking about. The Rager and the Demon both have finishers stored, declining to use them at any point in this match. Whoa! SDKO! I spoke too soon. Hooks the leg.
Uh-oh.
We did it! Yeah, Daddy-o!
Oh my God! Looking up at the lights!
We did it!
Oh my God!
Oh, as if there was any doubt. Too sweet me!
Yo, and Simon Demon is gooshing.
The Simon Demon, he is very greased up. Look at these two. Our first official win on the record books. 4 stars, amazing. We did it. We did it, Seaman Demon. That was the main event, right?
No. We're not even halfway to the card yet, brother.
I mean, who's gonna top that? 4 stars, amazing. How are you gonna top that?
The opener. The opener was a 4.5, dog.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I was getting a facial.
No, oh, you were getting the facial.
Yeah, well, who else would be getting it?
Oh, okay. Never mind. You know what? I think we had 2 different. No, we're fine. Everything's good. But Rager, dog, you gonna be hanging out for the show?
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me see what match is next.
Yeah.
This is fun. Am I wrestling on the next one too? Let's see.
I don't think you're wrestling more than one, dog.
Oh, Peggy Gubbins and I'm fuck. No, fuck.
No, wait. God damn it. Okay, well, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I see you, Matt, in the chat is some bullshit. Yo, wait a minute. Just want to point out like it's going to be. Oh, okay. Let's not do that. Let's because you're also looking at one half of the WAT Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. One half. Shout out to my boy Nick Mulbach. But yo, here it is. Peggy Gubbins. Her debut in WAT Championship Wrestling. I'm very eager. The grudge match right here, Rampaige Frabetti, PG. I'm excited for this one.
Oh man, sorry about that. It was funny, I was getting a drink and I actually got locked in my kitchen. Does that ever happen to you? Get locked in your kitchen like that?
Locked in my kitchen? No, I don't think I have any doors.
Yeah, as far as I understood, neither did I, but I was stuck in there for like 20 minutes. Did anything good happen? I mean, wait, we're on the women's match now?
Yeah, dog, you missed it. Like your boy Rick Raddus was here. Let's chatting it up.
What?
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen him in months. And
neither have I. He was here?
Yeah, he was here, dude. It was nuts. He was talking about getting the facial. It was crazy.
Dude, I've had him blocked for months. I used to represent him professionally, and then
yes.
The gig fell through, unfortunately, of course.
Yes.
And it was really hard getting him work. He actually he offered me something. This program he's doing. I don't know if you heard of it. This Pyramid Dream thing. And
yeah.
And I lost a lot of money on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's really weird. Actually, how is he here? I do sometimes think I hear I'll be home alone streaming down here, and I think I hear somebody upstairs. And but I've got a lot to think about tonight.
You gotta lock your doors, dog.
Anyway, let's move on to what's sure to be a great a great match here.
PG!
PG Peggy Gubbins debuting, as I mentioned earlier this evening, her singles debut at Reelymania. I mean, talk about just being given the opportunity of a lifetime here.
Yo, yeah, for real. This Reelymania is officially rated PG for Peggy Gubbins.
You're damn right. You're damn right, and she's looking tough and tie-dye as per usual. I did see her in the chat. I'm so glad she could join us for this. I do also see that Matt.
Zone.
I also see that Matt is referencing some sort of racial inequality as a consequence of what's happening here tonight. I just want to make it clear that this is not a predetermined show. I have nothing to do with any of that, okay? I wasn't even here, okay? I wasn't even here.
I did have to remind him that one half of the WAT Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions is black. Can confirm.
That's true. That's true. And
whoa! Badass with the cannon! Yo!
You don't call her a badass for nothing.
Out.
Yeah, you know, it's Reelymania. We spared no expense on this.
Yo, not only do we get the debut of the PG rating here for Reelymania, but Rampaige Frabetti bringing out the firework cannon. Was that fireworks coming out of that thing? Holy shit.
She let it rip for sure. Great entrance as always from Rampaige Frabetti, who, may I remind you, is a former women's champion here in this league. So, you know, obviously she had hoped to get here with that gold. Didn't work out for her, but the fast way back to that path is to get a win here at Reelymania, but she's going to have to fight for it because Peggy coming in red hot. My goodness.
She's no lockups. We ain't doing that shit. We ain't wasting no damn time with a lockup.
You know, and now we're talking about Rick
We're out
Raddus.
here dropping bows?
Rick Raddus has a lot of experience with these women. And, holy shit.
You gotta rephrase that sentence, dog.
Okay, we all know what I mean by that, okay? It's well documented and televised, okay? My point is as by proxy, I've crossed paths with them as well, and I know these are some tough ladies, not to be taken lightly, and we've seen them in the movie trivia arena before. A classic rivalry if there ever was one. So I'm very excited to see it play out again via, real, and emphasis on real, live in-ring action here.
Yo, and I know PG in the chat saying the Paige's avatar is too tall. It's the platforms and the boots.
It's too tall.
Yeah, too tall. Platforms in the boots. It's it's okay. We're good. We got it.
And
everything's
Peggy,
under control.
Peggy really is
targeting the limbs. Lord,
just
PG coming in hot,
ruthless, like a bat out of hell. Like she understands she's got something to prove here tonight. And
has Paige had any offense? Lord,
you know what? PG's got a full green bar down there, just putting on a clinic against the woman formerly known as the Boston Badass. Yeah, and look, I think open it back up here. Peggy Gubbins is 100% odds favorite here to win the match, according to our chat. So, I can understand why.
PG is facing off against a former WAT Championship Wrestling Women's Champion.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
And to get that belt, she had to beat Becky DeReck in a steel cage. So it's not like she just, flopped into success by mistake. I mean, she had to really earn that, and Peggy's gonna throw her in the front row. Oh my god!
Yeah, holy shit! Like Rampage earned that belt. She wasn't given the belt because no one was given the belt here at WAT Championship Wrestling because that would be insane. But look, this match is a barn burner if we've ever had one.
For real, I mean, Paige barely. I don't even know if she knows where she is anymore. I mean,
she thinks she's in Boston. No, we're in Cleveland.
Where else, baby? This is the iconic Cleveland Stadium here where all big wrestling events take place. What was this? Mr. EliMac, I missed the chance to ask Rick about reforming an alliance with Becky. Yeah, I mean, that would have been something to hear about. Of course, we know we'll see Becky the Wreck Raddus later this evening, who will have to, usually she's, as of late, had Rick in her corner. She will be flying solo on this one to accommodate the no-holds-barred rules. We don't want any funny business out there. Any sort of
barred from ringside.
Yeah, no interference in that one. Paige goes for the cover. I don't think she's going to get it quite yet here, though. Whoa, that was close.
Holy shit.
That was close, actually. David Jindoyan, Smart Wrestling, breaking the count. Very true. Suge Knight is home. Great. That means Suge can start warming up for his match. He's home. He can get ready and get in the zone.
Yeah, get prepped. You gotta fly out to Reeley Stadium.
Right,
in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, get on I hope you have some sort of private jet or something. You got to get to Cleveland quick. That's a long flight. I don't know if we have 4 hours worth of matches between now and then, but we'll see. I've been wrong before. Suge says can't see any of the comments. Maybe you mean in chat? I might be on your side, my friend. I can see everything okay right now, although Twitch has been kind of finicky as of late with the chat, I understand. I'm looking at it through the whoa! Top rope single axe handle there. Okay, Paige does have a finisher stored. What's this? Oh, she got the armbar in, but I think it's a rope break, and it is. Not great ring awareness there. And that was indeed a finishing move for Rampage, so you hate to burn it that quick. Goes for the cover, though.
The tide has changed a ton.
It's true. Whoa!
Uh-oh. 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 Oh, shit!
Proving the people wrong. Don't
Rampage. Rampage shutting down the PG. She said, no, this show's rated R.
Oh, no.
With delay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil that one for you. So I just let it linger there. A little bit of delay. You do what you can. Ram knows all about that. Wow, yeah, we were counting Paige out early, and we have egg on our faces. Peggy in the chat, very sad. I do feel bad because I don't see a Rampaige Frabetti in the chat. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind next time, Rampage. What are you doing, huh? Watching the new Scream movie? Give me a break.
Yo, but PG making a hell of a debut at Reelymania.
Yeah, I mean, brought it to her competition. The odds were not in her favor to debut in front of this kind of audience on this stage and have to face a former women's champion. They were in her favor, so you can't really hold that against her. And she had initial control of the match. But yeah, Eli said it. I think he's right. Paige got in that armbar, and though it wasn't there very long, it must have done enough damage in those few seconds to just put Peggy out and stop her from kicking out in that pin there. So, wow, quick win. That's what I said before. You just never know what's going to be a 5-star slobber knocker and what's going to be a quick 2-star exhibition. And that's what this was here. So congrats to Rampage, who's got the momentum back on her side. Big, big win for her. And nonetheless, I think a great debut for Peggy Gubbins, who we'll surely see more of. We'll see plenty more of Peggy.
Damn right.
Especially because she's the one who showed up in the chat. Paige.
Yo, Commissioner plays favorites at the record show.
It's true. What do we got next? Let's see. Let's see what we have up here. Oh, boy. Here we go. Back to tag team action. This has been a night filled with tag team classics.
Oh, shit. Real ones. Put a finger up. Real ones.
We the ones. Which ones are the ones here? We saying, I mean, I know you're very privy to
the real one. The flicking real ones.
Okay.
We out here.
Okay, he's calling it for flicking real. May as well get that poll started here, huh? Yeah, you are very biased to
what? No.
The men on the right there. And you know what, in fairness, I myself very familiar with the men on the left there. I've worked in very close quarters with both of them as part of the greatest Finstock exchange that history ever did see, if I do say so myself. Let me get the poll here. Who will win? Benny and Moose?
Yo, I know Matt just said Paige is asleep in the chat, but like, I mean, parties in Cleveland at Reeley Stadium.
Paige is asleep. Well, she should wake up. You know what I mean? You got a match of the biggest show of the year. What do you mean I'm going to bed? Give me a break.
Right, like what the hell? Like this is the Reelymania. There's only one of these a year. There's not 2 Reelymanias.
Maybe there will be. I don't know. I don't know that I'm that patient.
You gotta have a Reelcade, like Starcade.
Yeah, I mean, give it a few
No,
months.
you gotta do Reel at the beach. That's what you gotta do.
The real American Bash.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That'll be in the summer.
You're gonna do Reelymania Backlash?
Yeah, for sure. No, actually, I do know what the next pay-per-view is gonna be. Later this month, somebody made a Pitch Perfect custom arena themed after the Oscars. So I think it's gonna be Oscars night, baby.
Oh shit!
It looks amazing. I can't not use it. Now here we go. Here comes Moose Haas coming out here. Now, I know you can't hear the music, but I do assure you it is that classic I Am a Real American playing here. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. You know, it's about time we reclaim that song for a better group.
We take it back.
Yeah, we're taking it back. We're giving it to somebody who deserves it, and who deserves it more than these two guys. 2 peas in a pod. Look at these guys.
I love the name Brothers Lomus. That's a fucking incredible name.
Lomus. That is good. I might have to. I might have to come up with a better. I just call him Benny and Moose, but it's like we got to find something better for him.
Brothers Lomus. Just cite the source and you'll be all right.
Now, I mentioned earlier, this is the tag team debut for these two. We've seen them in the ring before, mind you. Again, in that Twitch tournament, didn't go their way in singles action, but these two are, the greatest of friends. They run a terrific. There's been many passing mentions. Look at this pose. Many passing mentions to the Schmodown here. I mean, nobody, I think, is carrying the Schmodown torch better than old Benny and Moose on the last American Heroes channel, hosting that bar trivia. Yours truly, shown up there against one Rampaige Frabetti, who is now asleep. I'll remind you. If Moose isn't 7 feet tall, then you failed his likeness. He is very tall. I don't know if I put him at 7. Now here are these two debuting stars.
Oh shit! Real ones up. Get your real ones up. Look at this buzz.
We have a flickin' real invasion.
This is so them if I've ever fucking seen them before. Like this is holy shit.
I had to give him the Sammy and Kevin show entrance here because I thought it was pretty appropriate myself.
That is 100% appropriate.
I thought that really summed up their...
Love the gear. Love the logo on the back of the jacket. You just gave Jesse a fucking idea.
Oh, yeah. I really see he has a lot of patches. I have to maybe load in some patches for him as well.
You got to give him a Kids at Heart patch.
Okay, here we go. Starting it off. Jesse Swift versus Moose Haas, and you can see Moose does definitely have a height advantage here on Mr. Swift. Wow, what a German! Coming from Moose in the kilt.
The kilt, the fact that he left it on for the match is impressive.
Yeah, you don't see it a lot, but Moose is he's a cut above. What can I say?
Holy shit, hell of a powerbomb there. Jeez.
He's definitely got the side advantage on Swift. Now, if Wingblade gets the tag in, that could be a different story. But speaking of tags, here comes my sweet good brother Lomas, who's going in for the early pin.
Oh, shit.
No, not
Wingblade!
Get the Wingblade. And Swift Wingblade is in the chat. Because he's not asleep. He's a real one.
Real one's up.
Emphasis on the R-E-E-L. He's a real one.
Real one.
Holy shit. Lomas going up top for a big elbow drop.
Holy shit.
Swift gets out of the way, and thankfully so, because I don't know if he would have gotten up from that. Now here we go. 2 big hosses. Brother Lomas and Sean Wingblade in the ring.
Here we go.
Big meaty men slapping man.
Big meaty men slapping me. You want your 5-star classics? No. 2 men slapping me.
Now, it's interesting. The poll is split 50-50. Benny and Moose versus Flick and Real. So no favorite going into this. It's anybody's game. I actually noticed a lot of people not voting. Not cool. You got to get out and vote. Okay. One extra vote can make the difference here. We got to support our favorite real superstars, and Moose is just posing, showboating. Got to be really careful with that.
Yo, I love the attire, the winged attire for Wingblade.
You like that?
I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
Sometimes I don't. When I start, it's a very weird thing to like make somebody you know in this game. You always reach a point where you just have to pull up somebody's Instagram and you start really zooming in on the face and just try to figure out how you could, because I know I'm not gifted enough to really, like, some people could come in here and get it perfect. I'm not skilled enough or just not patient enough. I'm not going to take the time to do that. So I just try to get as much of an approximation as I can. But it's a very weird thing to do to make somebody you know. But when it starts to fall into place, it's so rewarding. I get so excited when they actually start to look like the person.
I mean, shit, I honestly think he nailed Simone Demo.
He did look good. That was when it started coming together, I was just so thrilled.
I think you nailed that.
Thank you very much. I remember yours was kind of tricky because they don't quite have your hair in this game, and I think hair is such a huge part of really making it look like the guy.
Yeah, I mean, my hair isn't necessarily normal at the moment. It's a clusterfuck, but it's okay. It's okay.
Wow, a lot of outside action here. I think Sean got busted open. The Crimson Mask starting to form for Wingblade, and Moose just calmly. Wait, Sean might get counted out.
Oh shit!
We're at an 8.
Not like this.
We're at a 9. Sean, where are you going? Sean, where are you going?
Sean!
Oh my God! What was that all about, Wingblade? Just running down the clock. I got really scared to see that.
Christ almighty.
But you know what?
That's not what I want.
Maybe he needed the extra moment to catch his breath, because now he's getting that momentum back, locking up.
Concussed. He's concussed. Stop the match.
Yeah, throw up the X, man. We need help.
Yeah, my lord. Look at him.
He is messy looking, but he's got Brother Lomas in the corner.
He's gooshing.
Sit out powerbomb off the corner there. And we're dropping frames again. It's real tough when you have custom arena and 4 custom wrestlers with custom images. It's just I'm sure my PlayStation sounds like a 747 ready to take off right now.
Dog, if this is bad, just fucking wait till Mr. Money in the Bank.
There's 8 of them out there.
This is awesome. I can't wait for that match.
Our only saving grace in that is John Cena. John Cena is the only thing in this game that was actually programmed in the game.
It's the only thing in the game that this stream was going to be nice to is John Cena.
He's the only non-created wrestler on the whole card. But we couldn't do it without John. Even though he's been kind of a disappointment overall in the league, I just felt like we had to give him one more shot to prove why he's here. I mean, he is big match John. Big ovation Monday night I saw on Raw. Got awfully choked up. A little emotional. Big pop.
It seemed like we're not going to get too many of those, or not too many more of those. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're nearing the end of active pro wrestler John Cena.
I think so.
Which is crazy to say.
Swift broke that up. Maybe he sensed the end there. I said it on the stream before, and I don't know if it was controversial to say or not, but I actually would lobby for John Cena to purposely have his last match soon. My thinking being that he could probably still have a great one. I just don't want to see him become, in all respect to the GOAT, but I don't want to see it be another Undertaker thing where it's like he's out there 5 years past his beyond reason. You know what I mean?
Like a Goldberg?
Yeah, I don't want to see John Cena doing a Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, because that's just embarrassing for everybody involved. You know, I'd love to see him go out there and wrestle one more classic, maybe he made event WrestleMania one more time, pass the torch, what have you, but like, let him really go out on his own terms. I mean, I don't think this is the one. I don't think Austin Theory is that opponent, even though some people think he's the guy to get the torch passed to him. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
As a pro wrestler, I like Austin Theory. He's improved a ton over the last year plus. Especially, like, I know he was the subject of many a criticism for Triple H's early creative because of how he lost the Money in the Bank, and essentially getting the U.S. title as like a consolation prize. But let's all be real, Austin Theory was no way, shape, or form going to beat Roman Reigns. So let's also come to place on that. But I think Austin Theory has a ton of potential. I think, honestly, depending how this Mania build goes, because John obliterated him on Monday. Yeah. Like, depending on how all this goes, maybe next year, World Champ Austin Theory? Oh. I don't think that's out of the question.
Maybe
like, is that out of the question?
No, I don't think so.
Because, like, it's gonna be if everything goes the way I want it to, Rhodes is gonna take the straps at Mania. We're gonna have 2 belts again, split the belts up the day after. And then, like, we're gonna have, whoever the hell, take the straps off of Cody, or like, we're actually gonna get back to people trading belts, like how things used to be before Roman stopped that shit 3 years ago.
Right.
But, I think Austin Theory for a 2024 world title run, I don't think that's out of the question. Austin Theory, Royal Rumble winner? I don't think it's out of the question. Plus, he's young. He's young as hell.
Right. Well, super kick from Swift going for the pin here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a close one. I know we've been talking over, and I hate to do these competitors a disservice here because they've really been putting on a hell of a barn burner here.
I love the Shawn Michaels-esque pin from Jesse Swift, just falling on top of your opponent, hoping to get a 3 count.
I almost wonder whether Swift has started to take these guys seriously or not. I didn't glean that from his promo, and the way he's just sort of lackadaisically fell upon the good brother Lomas there. I do wonder what he thinks here. So, Sean Wingblade in the chat saying, learn to count properly to the ref. But the ref's probably pretty good if he knew to count in the 3 for Nasty World. I missed it, but it sounds like they had a really clean win there. So, we
had Matt Thomas looking up at the lights. What?
Matt Thomas looking up a civil rights lawyer, perhaps.
Yeah, Matt was pissed. Lord.
I do feel for... Okay, I'll say this. I do feel for Matt in the respect that once Raddus started getting booked and he kept losing, you don't like to see yourself lose.
That's why I'm dreading the inevitable Kids at Heart dropping the straps. I am dreading it.
It's not fun. It's not fun, especially because I really did, like, the whole Matt thing is, oh my god, powerbomb to the outside! I'm so sorry, Moose has been powerbombed to the outside!
Excuse me? Holy shit!
Wingblade locks up with Lomas in the ring, and I mean, if there was ever a time to end it, I don't know if Wingblade knows what planet he's on, but he tags out to Jesse Swift, who does have a finisher stored. He has a finisher stored, the double team! Wow, what a shoulder block! Oh, and Swift sizing him up. This could be it, folks. Moose is on the outside, sizing him up. Lomas ducked out of it. Oh, my God.
Oh, hell on earth.
I thought that was it. Lomas scouted it well, and I think saved his life in this match here. Oh. Oh, my God.
Jesse, how resilient, Mr. Swift.
But yeah, you hate to see yourself losing. I feel bad for Matt because I set him up with great stats. I mean, he was the world champion for a reason. Stunner! Whoa! Wingblade stunner! Hooks the leg on Lomas! Moose breaks up the cover in the nick of time.
In the center of the mother trucking ring. Oh, yeah, that was it. That was Matt.
Another one! Moose, where are you going? Oh, Moose comes back in.
Oh my god! In the center of the ring! Sean wants this shit done!
Wingblade, I don't know where he found 2 stunners.
Is that a packing pile driver? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, my God. I was about to lose my fucking mind.
I don't even know who the legal man is anymore. Benny or Moose,
Why
but
is
Wingblade.
Sean busting out these grade A bingo hall wrestling moves? Holy shit.
Wingblade distracted with Moose. Lomas gets to come in. I don't even know how Lomas is standing after taking 2
Sean's so
stunners.
concussed, he's wrestling the wrong guy.
He's too concussed. He doesn't know where he is, what direction's up. Damn, what I'm starting to realize is the real crown jewel of WAT Real Wrestling is the tag team division here. I mean, we're just seeing classic
Who
after
you
classic. Teaming up on Wingblade. See ya. Oh, okay? It's Moose. Moose is sizing him up now. He's tuning up the band, I think.
Oh shit!
Don't turn around, Sean. Oh God. Oh,
Real one.
Sweet chin music.
Oh my God!
Hooks the leg. I think Swift is coming in. Here comes Swift. Oh man, breaks up. Moose doesn't like that. He's taking Swift. Oh, and a hellacious DDT, but Wingblade's the legal man, Moose.
Yo, the Future Shock DDT. Holy shit. Yo, this match fucks. Oh my God.
Wait, now they're doing a double team on Jesse Swift. I don't even think he's the legal man.
He's not the legal man. It's Wingblade.
Holy hell, these gentlemen are just fighting for their lives out here.
Hell of a fucking match here in the middle of the card.
Tosses Moose to the outside. Here comes Lomas. What's he got for us?
Oh my God! Sean is crazy as hell.
Oh, Lomas for the pin. Is it gonna be enough? I just don't even know anymore. And it is!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Sean! A valiant effort
Wow.
from the real ones.
Wow, and that's why they call them the last American heroes right there, folks, because I mean if that's not a performance you can believe in, I don't know what is.
Oh my God, that's the best match on the card. I don't care what the stars say. Sean was out here trying to kill Moose. He was trying to kill him.
Oh, Chris,
my God!
As the tag team champion, and you very well may still be by the end of the night. How do you feel knowing these guys are in the same division as you?
This was a hell of a match. 2 incredible teams who maybe I might lock up with one of these days, but the brothers Lomus and the real and shout out to the real ones, fingers up for the real ones. That's crazy. This match is nuts.
Excellent match, 1-0. Moose and Lomas, 1-0. You only get one shot to go 1-0, and they did it. So hats off to them. Amazing match, amazing display, and I think that has great implications for where they're gonna sit in the team's rankings here. So amazing match. What a show thus far. This has been a hell of a. It's living up to its status, I hope. Oh boy. Now let me preface this next match by saying again, if the stream goes down, the game crashes at any moment.
Here we go, match of the night, baby.
Stay put. Don't go anywhere. If there was ever a time where it was liable to crash, it's right here because it is our 8-man Money in the Bank Battle Royal. A lot of returning talent here, a lot of debuting talent. We're probably gonna be on this loading screen for quite some time, folks. But when we get to the other side of it, you're gonna see a hell of a match. This is maybe just in terms of Twitter talk, the most anticipated match, just based off the promos. I mean, I think just about everybody on the screen right here had something to say on social media about this match. A lot of people are invested in this one, Chris. As an outsider, just at a glance here, who do you think is the favorite to take this one?
Oh my God, I have no idea. This could be game breaking This could be Reelymania ending. This could be match of the night. And I mean, aside from my match later in the night, this is my most anticipated because this has implications for future WAT Championship Wrestling shows. We could potentially be looking at the next WAT Championship Wrestling World Champion.
Right. That's true.
Like, that person could be on screen.
That's very true. And let's just make it clear for those who may not know. I think most people do, but let me break down the Money in the Bank concept to those who don't know. What happens is the winner of this match will receive a briefcase, and inside that briefcase is a contract. The winner can take that contract and cash it in at any time against anyone, anywhere for a championship match. Now, that could be the World Championship, it could be the Twitch Championship, whichever one you prefer. You could announce that cash in a month ahead of time. You could say, at the Real American Bash, I'm going to take on the champion one-on-one. Or you could be sitting at the Real American Bash, and after, Nacho Libre has a 5-star barn burner and leaves half his soul in that ring, you could come out and say, I want to have my match right now. And then tired-ass Nacho has to beat you, who just showed up fresh and ready to wrestle. So it's a huge advantage historically in life. Most people with that Money in the Bank contract do indeed win the championship when they cash it in, but not 100% of the time. Now, we'll see here in WAT Real Wrestling, we'll see what the victor is able to achieve with that. But first, they've got to win it. We've got a lot of interests to watch here, Chris, so I hope you're comfortable.
Oh, I am getting cozy, and shout out to Ram, who sent me the design of the rabbit. Not Taylor's version, the OG, and I can confirm the rabbit is pretty damn tricky to look at.
Even worse, yeah.
Those have not seen.
Even worse. Now here's to start off, a debuting superstar here in the league, Amaru Moses, representing Bite Size Breakdown.
Shout out.
Come into the ring. Now he, oh, look at that, what a post. This is his first ever match, period. We talk about opportunities here at Reelymania. We saw what there used to be a group you might remember by the name of the Fan League Forum. We saw one of them debut earlier this night in the form of Peggy Gubbins. Didn't go her way, regrettably, but Amaru hopes to make that make a case for himself here and become Mr. Money in the Bank. First ever here in the league.
Yo, there's a hurricane coming through Cleveland.
Yeah, you saw it.
and his name is Amaru Moses.
You saw that animation. You nailed it. Oh, and I hope you're sitting down, because the slick one.
Oh my God.
From Cleveland, Ohio, the hometown hero.
Yo, Cleveland's own Slick Nick the Spoiler. Look at them tights. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a bit of a leather daddy in a way. I don't know. I never know where I'm going to go sometimes. I start on these wrestlers, and I like, the attire is always the trick. I'm like, where am I going to go with this? And sometimes I just start, and I have no idea where I'm going to go, and I ended up here for Nick for some reason. He said he wanted the Finn Balor entrance, so I guess I kind of went Finn Balor on it a little bit, was the idea. And he wore a leather jacket when he was the spoiler, so I said, we're just going head to toe leather on this guy.
That is incredible. Spoiler alert. It's not an insult. That's not a spoiler. That's a fact of life, dummy. Yeah.
I love that he posted a promo too. And he got into the full spoiler mode.
He's the man.
He's so good at it. That's another. I mean, Nick does not live that far from me. That's another guy I could get here in the booth sometime for a little color commentary, perhaps.
God, I would love that. That'd be great too.
Matt in the chat said, "Why does he have hair?" I'm guessing in reference to Amaru. Very rude.
Because we're being nice over here at WAT Championship.
I think Amaru does have hair. I don't think I imagined that.
It's not like you gave him dreads.
I think he does have hair, Look, everybody's a little beefed up in this in some respect or another, okay?
He the hair meter up to 100.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Suge says he doesn't know how he feels about this. Well, I think Suge and PLD are up next, so be sure to start getting your stretches in there, 3-2-3. Now here comes the Barbarian. Now he turned out great.
Oh my God, yeah, he did.
I was scrolling through the wardrobe options and I saw this jacket and I was like, there's cred. Nailed it.
That's incredible. Love Elvis around the waist.
Yeah, Elvis is in there. You never see the Barbarian far from his partner in crime, Elvis. I was so relieved to see that they had programmed Elvis into this game. So he will be joining the Barbarian in this match, who's also making his debut here, by the way. Nick did compete in the Twitch tournament, lost to PLD. Is sort of a mentor to Nick, I guess you could say, in a former life. He did lose to in the tournament. This is the Barbarian's in-ring debut. He's been fantastic, and Elvis is going to stay around his waist the whole damn time. He's not coming off. Now, who's up next? Oh, boy. I know you're a fan of this entrance.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Just big love. Huge shout out to the man. Oh, my God.
The Dynasty coming in on the spinner.
Mr. Campbell this is the way David would be at Reeley Stadium.
Yeah, David Campbell, I feel like, was always somebody that the Rager was destined to compete against, and it never happened, unfortunately. I thought we could have really burned the house down promo-wise. And, somebody who I also thought just never got the run that he deserved in another movie trivia life. So I'm glad to give him this new chapter here in Real Championship Wrestling.
David's the man, nothing but supportive. I see him, I interact with him a good amount on Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet.
Oh, nice.
All the boys over there overseas. It's the only person stateside on that whole little wrestling clique. It's a pleasure going to chat with all of them and talk some wrestling. But David Campbell's been nothing but supportive. He's the reason why I'm there. And I mean, they call him the GOAT at ESSR. He's the GOAT, but to us, he is the dynasty. David Campbell.
Always. And Jindoyan said, "Hell of a rendition." I appreciate that. Like I said, some people come together, and some it's a bit of a struggle, but I did feel like that one came together. Now, I can't take credit for this one coming out right now, because this one was constructed by the man himself, Mr. EliMac.
Nice.
So gracious to boot up his own copy of 2K and send this over to me. So this is the real deal right here. This is the genuine article, as it were. Mr. EliMac, who did compete in the Twitch tournament, regrettably lost in singles to PLD. No shame in it. PLD's going all the way to the finals here tonight. You see him dancing out here, and you can't hear it, but you can trust that you got that Sami Zayn ska playing.
I love it.
The people love it here just as much as they do in Montreal, I assure you. EliMac, I would say, a bit of a fan favorite, somebody who's very passionate about this game and this industry, and
oh, hell yeah.
Streams a great wrestling sim, I believe Journey of Wrestling it's called, over on his own channel there, Mr. EliMac. So he's very... Oh, here we go. Now here's one that came together, in my opinion, quite well.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, my God. It was seamless. The Survivor. Coming in hot, baby. Look at this man.
Quickest entrance in the game. It's gotta be.
Holy shit, he has pyro. Here we go.
We spent all our pyro on him. Now, in a way, the Survivor was going to be like the easiest person to render in this game. Like, they really had everything you needed just ready to go for him.
Love it.
But he came together, I believe. And this is his in-ring debut as well here in the Battle Royal. Imagine if he could exit as Mr. Money in the Bank. Any one of these guys could be just days away from a championship match, depending on what happens here.
This is incredible. This is something that I mean, I figured Ultimate Survivor is the way to go, but man, that did not disappoint. That rocked.
Now, he did say in the chat, Survivor doesn't waste time with entrances. Well, I'm glad he doesn't, because we have somebody here who's going to take his sweet time getting to the ring. And rightfully so, because when you're royalty, you don't run on anybody else's schedule. Here comes King Khan.
The King.
Waving to his loyal subjects.
I know I'm on the audio right now, but I'm waving back at my king. Because again, I'm just a court jester in King Khan's whole kingdom.
As are we all. Feast your eyes and kneel in observance. The chat, yes, everybody in chat, please get on one knee. Please bow.
Yes, please genuflect to the King Khan.
Show some respect here. Now, King Khan also, again, competed in the Real Rumble. Didn't go his way. Competed in the Twitch tournament. Didn't go his way. King Khan hasn't really had a chance to find his bearings here in the league. But he has been getting these amazing opportunities right and left. Real fast tracks to championship gold, and hasn't found success in any of them yet. But it's not too late. And I mean, he's got a lot of gold in his life as is, just by proxy. So maybe not in such a rush to get it. But here we go. He's entering the Money in the Bank Battle Royal, and if he succeeds, he can come collect that gold whenever he wants. Might be tomorrow, might be in 6 months. Oh, pinky's up.
Pinky's up.
Pinky's up. Mr. EliMac said, King Khan's opponent will not bow down. Wow. And Suge said he was falling asleep.
That might be a big mistake, Mr. Mac.
And I see this Kinetic 28 is snoring in chat to Suge. I have to wonder, Kinetic, is that King Khan? I'm not sure what King Khan's Twitch handle is. Please confirm yes or no if we have royalty in the chat. But royalty on stage as well, because here he comes from Boston, Massachusetts.
Weighing in at 251.
Oh no, it's Suge's buddy Kevin. We'll welcome in Suge's buddy Kevin. Thanks for watching. Here's John Cena here, who, I mean, I said it before, I mean, this is a legend here in the wrestling industry, but I don't know so much in this league. He's a former world champion. Yes. He defeated Matt Thomas for that title with like a roll-up pin, if I remember correctly.
Damn. Victory roll.
Yeah, our first upset here in the league. And he did get the belt. He did successfully defend it against Matt Thomas, but did ultimately lose it to Nacho Libre. And his
That's a hell of a sentence.
I know, I say a lot of weird things when I do these streams. And, ultimately has not had the run that you would expect from somebody like Big Match John here in this league. Oh my God, here we go. Everybody's in the ring at the same time. Let's see what happens. I expect a lot of frames getting dropped. I just hope the game runs.
And this is top rope elimination.
Right. Right. Now, you might be wondering why I didn't do a traditional Money in the Bank ladder match. Because it would never end. The AI in this game is so stupid. If you put them all in a ladder match. Now, Chris, you saw the team's ladder match.
Yes.
That was like 45 minutes long. Now imagine if you had it with 6 guys and they were all working against each other. It would just never fucking end. So, couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. I wasn't willing to do that, unfortunately. Is
that the Dynasty? Oh, okay.
He's back. He's safe. Oh! I'm not going to spoil it for you. You're on a delay. Somebody just got knocked out.
Oh, shit. Is that the King? Oh, no!
King Khan is first out. You hate to see it. Another opportunity.
Oh, my God. Pinky's down.
The King is out. I just got to say, Nothing personal against him, but I really hope John Cena doesn't win because that would be such a bummer after all these guys cut promos and got into it and shit.
That'd be so deflated.
That'd be some real WWE-ass booking right there.
Yo, so if you put Big Match John over, I don't know, like David Campbell's taking it to Big Match John.
He is, and EliMac looked like he was out for a moment there. He made it his way back. Oh! There goes Eli.
Oh no! Oh no, Eli!
Quick eliminations in this
I was
match.
rooting for you. This is gonna be quick. This is gonna be a quick one, y'all.
These men are not wasting time. I need somebody to get John Cena out. I'm very concerned if he wins. I would like a real person to win this.
No shit. I just can't stop looking at John Cena. John Cena. John Cena. Cena from the Barbarian on my screen. Holy shit.
It's so quick.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is the sheer opposite of how the AI works in a ladder match. The AI in this is like winning ASAP. Waste no time. We're already down to 5 men.
Holy shit.
3 eliminations in this.
Slick Nick cooling in the corner, I see.
Oh, come on. Get John out. No. Oh, my God. I'm so nervous that John Cena is still in this. I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but... Oh, Nick putting John up, though.
Uh-oh.
Finishers are starting to load in for our friends here. Survivor on the ropes in a very bad position. No, I think he got off him. That was not somewhere you want to be in a battle royal.
This is nuts.
Oh, end of days from Nick to Campbell. That's an old FCL rivalry right there.
Damn.
Can Nick throw him out? Oh, it would drive David Campbell nuts if Slick Nick got him out of this match. That would just keep him up at night, I gotta think.
It would wake him up right now and stop him.
Survivor looking to get Amaru out. No, not quite yet. Amaru wakes up, fights back. John on the outskirts here. If I'm these guys, I'm getting John Cena out first and foremost. That is
the match started. If I was the other 2 guys, we're getting John out first.
Yeah, you don't want him lingering around. You don't want him in the final 3. Because that's a guy who's going to fight his way. And Survivor's got to take him on now. Amaru locking up with David Campbell. Nick rolling to the outside to catch his breath, and that's not a bad idea either. Similar to what I was saying in the triple threat, not a bad idea in these matches if you can. Just kind of sneak off to the corner, relax, catch your breath, get a drink.
As far as I'm concerned, whoever takes out Big John, I mean, they might have to be rewarded with some type of compensation.
Maybe we'll get him a free buy-in to the Pyramid Dream. We'll see.
Yeah, the Pyramid Dream. No entry fee.
Survivor was going for it. Didn't quite get it, but he's still pushing him from the outside of the apron here. Can he get John out? Can he push him out?
Survivor!
Oh, and he just doesn't quite get it. John is still in the match. Somebody's got to do something about that. Oh, and I think the Survivor just busted him open. John's rolling to the outside now. And whoa! I think David Campbell just hit the D trigger on Slick Nick.
The D trigger. Yo, the D trigger.
Amaru going for the elimination, and he gets it. Slick Nick Harley has just been eliminated from this match.
Spoiler alert: Nick Harley is eliminated from this match.
Amaru Moses, what a move in your debut, but we're down to the final 4. One of them's name is John Cena.
I cannot believe you called that the D trigger. That is insane. I love that shit.
It doesn't quite beat, what did you call it? What did you call your move? The
Personality KO?
Yeah, that one rocks. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh, Campbell just eliminated Amaru Moses. We're down to the final 3, and one of them
with the D trigger. Oh shit!
One of them is John Cena. Still, this is looking really dark for everybody involved. Because I can't just DM John Cena, ask when he wants to cash. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't think he'll answer me. I really wanted the whole idea was that like the winner could like choose personally. They could tell me when they want to cash in. I don't know that John Cena will do that. He tries to get Campbell out. Doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
I thought he was going to catch an AA.
Oh, another D-trigger.
D-trigger.
Oh, my. He just hit. Oh, my God. I think he just killed the Survivor.
Survivor no more. So many D-triggers.
He just hit 2 D-triggers.
Oh, my God.
Somebody stop this man.
So many D-triggers.
Cena going for the elimination.
Holy shit.
The double team on Campbell by Survivor and Cena.
He said no more D-trigger.
These men ate too many D-triggers.
Oh my God.
But I'm telling you, somebody's got to get Cena out. I don't like this, not one bit. We're down to the final 3. Survivor goes up. Oh, come on, Campbell. There you go. Matt saying in chat, I should have dropped Cena after the last L. I was thinking about removing Cena from the roster.
He's a former world champ.
After he lost the Elimination Chamber. That's the thing. I just have too much respect for him. So, in my mind, this might be his last chance. And maybe he senses that, and that's why he's fighting so hard. Survivor's going to get Campbell out.
Uh-oh.
Try to get him over the rope. Cena's watching. Cena's joining in.
Oh, no, Cena.
Oh, the dynasty is over.
Oh, no.
It's down to David Jandoyan and John Cena. Oh, no. Cena's sizing him up with that crimson mask. He puts him up. Oh!
Survivor, please.
Attitude adjustment. Oh, no. No.
Worst fear.
Oh, no. No. He's trying. John's trying to get Survivor out. Come on, David. Oh, no.
John,
no.
Oh,
no.
John Cena.
This is precisely what I didn't want to happen.
Look at this bloody man. Big match, John.
Oh, I ain't seen John bleed like that in a long time.
Holy shit.
He's been through hell and back. 4 stars. Amazing. I mean, I guess it was because I said it earlier. Had John not won this, and my thinking was that he was probably off the team. He was out.
Oh my God. I wanted Survivor so bad. Like, I wanted it.
I'm so sad because my whole thought was like I would work with the winner and help, like they would actually get to pick when they would cash in.
Nope.
I can't do that now because it's John Cena.
Said no. John said no. He is a former world champ, and maybe it could potentially be a 2-time WAT Championship Wrestling world champion.
Damn it all, John.
Oh my God. Great showings by the Survivor and the Dynasty. Great showings. I love the D-trigger. I am in love with the D-trigger.
And rest assured, we've not seen the last of any of the competitors in that Money in the Bank Battle Royal. And thank God, because I saw a lot of promising stuff in there. But I guess Big Match John just remembered who he was. And when the odds are against him, he dug in deep and he found that hustle, loyalty, respect, energy. And now
he didn't give up.
And now John Cena, after all the promos people cut, after everything that was said, John Cena is Mr. Money in the Bank. God damn it. What is this, WWE circa 2009? Come on.
Big Match John. LOL, Cena wins. Let's go.
Damn, that was... That flashback
as much as I wanted someone to not be Cena win this, I'm kind of glad Cena won from pure chaos.
I think he's got to be I think to me now he's like heel John. Like he's getting that John Cena sucks chant when he comes out. Like people are gonna be. He's gonna have that go away heat. I think as they say in WWE.
Oh, Cena's gonna have go away heat. That's crazy. Maybe now in Cleveland.
Eli said, DM John Cena and ask him when he wants to cash in. very much doubt John Cena's DMs are open. I'll check though.
I very much doubt that Cena's running his own Twitter account.
Oh, I think he is. He tweets some pretty weird stuff. Let me look up his account right now. He also will he follows like hundreds of thousands of people, so he will randomly follow. He's not following me.
I mean, he follows me. I could personally ask my friend John Cena.
Yeah, if he if you guys mutually follow each other, you should see if his DMs are open. Sometimes you just say it that way. I'm just gonna tweet at him publicly. Hey, John.
It's like, congratulations, John.
Congrats on the win, Mr. Money in the Bank.
Oh shit, I can DM him.
You
Say,
can?
Hey, dog. Yeah, I can.
Can you DM John for me?
Holy shit, he follows almost over 500,000 people.
A real wrestling fan's gonna see my tweet and be like, "What? John Cena's not the Money in the Bank guy right now. What are you talking about?" All right, I said, "Hey John, congrats on the win, Mr. Money in the Bank. Just let me know when you want to cash in for that WAT World Championship." He's got time. They're not shooting Peacemaker right now.
Nah, he's doing that Grand Theft Auto movie right now.
The what?
Grand Theft Auto? You don't know what that movie is?
That sounds like a winner to me.
It's who the fuck is directing it? Is it Paul Feig? I think it's Paul Feig.
Oh, okay.
It's Cena, Aquafina, Simu Liu. The premise is pretty fucking rad, but I'm here for it.
Okay, John. Well, if he's got time to message me and let me know, or you, when he wants to cash in. Okay, here we go. It's the finals of our Twitch tournament.
Oh shit, here we go.
Talk about
falls, baby.
Anticipation. Oh yeah, Survivor in the chat. Survivor was the last one with Cena. Give him a shot. Who knows? Maybe we can have a contest for that briefcase. That's happened before. But we'll have to move forward for now. Because here comes...
Survivor, the performance of a lifetime, though.
Yeah, Survivor really did make me believe in miracles. Here he comes. PLD, one of the finalists of our first ever tournament here in WAT Championship Wrestling. PLD, I think kind of shocked the world when he made it to the end there, considering the competition he had to get through. Guys like Slick Nick Harley, guys like MrEliMac. Yeah, but he did it. We get the poll out for this, and I expect votes in this poll. New poll.
Yo, PLD, a PLD project, still subscribe to the channel.
That's right. Shout out. Great promo. Get the poll going. Who will win this? Suge Knight or PLD?
Shout out to Matt Thomas in the chat. How can you legalize gambling on something scripted? They're going to find a way, damn it.
I think it is already legal in some places. It has been. Because my understanding is, too, they'll put out, somebody in WWE Creative puts out, false tips. And if you, check the odds right before the show starts, they'll, all swing in the wrong direction or something like that so that they can make a bunch of money off it.
Oh, 100%. And look at Suge. Suge, subscribe to his channel.
He's got that Usos theme song playing right now, feeling Usi.
Yo, real Usi, Suge Knight. Okay.
Now this is gonna be a slobber knocker, guaranteed for sure. Not to mention 2 out of 3 falls. These men have already won their way to the finals of a Twitch tournament. But they're not just going to have to win this match once, they're going to have to win it twice before they get crowned the first ever Twitch champion here at WAT Real Wrestling. So, I mean, there's going to be no question that the winner at this is going to earn the shit out of it.
I am over the moon. PLD versus 323. This is for the Twitch Championship. Hey, dog, I'm gonna want a piece of that Twitch Championship.
Little singles run for you.
Hey, I don't know. I'm a little tied up right now, but once creative forces me to drop the straps, we'll have to see.
And this is it. This is the first championship match of the night. It's nothing but title matches all the way till the credits here. Here we go. This is what it's all about, folks.
Suge with them tight-ass pants. Suge, come on, dog.
When Suge told me he wanted me to add him to this, he said, make me look like Conan.
What the fuck, man?
So that was kind of my inspiration with Suge.
I love that.
Oh, look at the disrespect. Just kicking the dirt into the face of PLD. And what a springboard by 323. That man's agile as hell.
This dude's Conan. Holy shit.
PLD in the chat. I don't know if Suge can count to 3. Thankfully, we do have a referee to do that for us.
Yes, Suge has to do no counting.
And Suge getting in a lot of offense here at the Open. I think he understands, you know, he's going to have to win this twice, so can't waste any time.
Can we potentially see a sweep ski here?
I mean, you have to think. I think both men have promised that it's not going to go to 3. It's going to be 1, and it's going to be 2, and it's going to be done.
Wow.
And one of these men will be the champion. They both promised that. Do you think that's possible?
Oh, I mean, we'll see. Once whoever gets the first fall, obviously the momentum's in their favor. But the longer the match goes, anything's possible. Anything. I mean, we'll see.
And PLD's feeling it. You look at him; he's feeling a little yellow down there in the corner. He's got to turn the momentum around with this match because he's got to rally. Just, again, you don't have to beat this guy once. You got to beat him and then figure out a way to beat him again. So
exactly. You
cannot find yourself on the receiving end for very long in this, or else you're just really going to have to rally in a big bad way. PLD drags Suge back to the middle of the ring. A lot of early attempts to get pins, and I don't blame them considering the circumstances, but you got to also put in the work here.
I mean, both these men want this match to be over and done with. Obviously, you want to get that first pinfall, but then immediately turn that around, keep the momentum going, and get that second fall while not having this match drag and drag and drag, because the longer you have this match go, the more you give your opponent an opportunity to break out and bust out some of these big moves. As I just see a big ass fucking elbow.
Yeah, what a move by PLD, who I went for kind of a Bubba Ray Dudley thing on PLD.
I love the pants, love the camo.
Yeah, you know, I think it always just came to the glasses, you know, for me. I put those glasses on, I was like, I'm thinking it's going to be a Bubba Ray move for PLD, you know, and he looks pretty classy. And then Suge, we had to go with the purple because, whoa, what a move by Suge, he's so agile. Went with the purple to match with his logo. Suge hooks the leg. PLD's right out. Easy kick out. I mean, imagine though when the first pinfall is gained, it's just going to be monumentous. What an elbow drop by 323. Michael Cole's freaking out.
Yo, I mean, both these guys, it's going to take a lot to put them down, you know. Not only for one count, but for a second one as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and PLD's already gooshing.
Suge going in for the submission maneuver.
Uh-oh.
And you already know that head's not feeling very good for Mr. PLD.
He's gooshing.
He's gooshing and splooshin'.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
He gets out. He sneaks out.
Suge really conserving that health, conserving that energy.
And it is smart because he's put the hurt on PLD. You don't want to gas yourself out too much early on because then you have to start all over once you're done.
Exactly.
Another pin. Is it enough? No. And I think it's going to be how it is in so many matches we've seen before. Whoever gets that first finishing move in is going to really dictate the fate of this match. To put that kind of pain. Oh, and Suge with the disrespect once more. Just, it's so personal in that ring. You know, I think a lot of the matches we've seen tonight are just circumstances. Professional, you're going to win because you want to win. Wow, Suge's head just fucking vibrated into the speed zone. Wait till you see that. The Speed Force.
No shit. Holy shit. Our man saw the flash. Holy God.
He just looked into like 18 million different timelines to see which ones he would win this match in.
He saw 18 million different outcomes.
Stunner!
Oh shit, stun!
PLD goes for the pin! Woo! PLD with the first pin!
Wow! The first fall to PLD over 3-2-3. Uh-oh.
And Suge is not happy in the chat, but look at this. Suge has turned it back around in the ring. Wasting no time, understanding he's got a... Oh, wait, oh, look at this. One of my favorites, an homage to the late, great Eddie Guerrero, because Suge is hitting the Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos. This man said, I'm Conan and Eddie Guerrero. I'm the both of them.
And it's enough. Suge gets a pinfall.
There we go, Suge. 3-2-3.
What's this? Oh! Double underhook DDT! I believe that was a finishing move, Chris! I believe that was a finishing move!
Uh-oh.
And it's over!
Oh my god!
Your first ever Twitch champion! Shook Knight 3-2-3!
3-2-3 with the back-to-back pinfalls over PLD. What a match!
Wow!
Holy shit!
Well, you know what? You called it, Chris. You said it was going to 3, and it sure did. But that was 3 as in 3-2-3.
There we go. Look at that. The purple on purple, the Twitch champion, Suge Knight 3-2-3. Or as my man is on Twitch, Suge Knight 1-3-2-3.
Everybody has to now follow Suge. He's in chat. Everybody has to follow Suge on Twitch. He's the champion of Twitch. You have to follow your champion.
The champion of Twitch.
Not just in the league. They'll update their homepage in the morning. You'll see. He's the champion of this whole platform now. So everybody follow Suge. Well, you know what? As personal as it was, it's all respect in chat now. PLD says congrats. Suge giving him some respect for that nasty stunner. You know, it was faster than I thought it would be, being a 2 out of 3 falls match. But it was action-packed, relentless, and it could have gone either way. I mean, going to 3 falls, you can't hope for better than that in a match like this. So
exactly, and you know, the pinfalls came in quick succession of one another because so much punishment had been dueled out from both men. So the second there was the stunner, and then there was the Three Amigos, and then that double hook DDT for the 1-2-3 for Suge Knight 1-3-2-3. Fucking great, love it. Inaugural Twitch champ, Suge Knight 3-2-3 in the history books.
And Shot said, everybody unfollow PLD on Twitch.
That's what happens when you lose a Twitch championship match. You have to lose all your followers.
That's just how it is, you know? That's the risk you run when you compete in this division, in this league. You really put it all on the line. Speaking of putting it all on the line, Chris.
Uh-oh.
It's time. It's time, Daddy-O.
I'm about to go radio silent if I lose this fucking match, dog.
Yeah, this is big stakes. Now, you wouldn't think it, because, again, let me kind of set this up. Revoltinsanity, you know, the duo of Captain Insano here in the Revolting Blob, a good team. Beat Nasty World at the Elimination Chamber, but I think, if I'm remembering right, they're about 2-2. Not been going on a big monumentous win streak by any means, but they've been here since the first stream of this game. They've been constantly booked, a staple of the league, and an institution of the league, and did earn this by winning at the Elimination Chamber. They've earned this, but on the other side, easily the most dominant champions we've ever seen. The 4-0 undefeated inaugural Wrestle Real Teams champions. We Matt Thomas, we gave him that belt. We said, let's see what you can do. Lost his first defense. Becky the Wreck, as we said, what can you do? Lost it to Rampaige Frabetti. The kids at Hart have held those belts the entire time, and tonight they look to go 5-0. Can you believe it?
Five time.
Is that possible?
Look, I'm over here with my boy Nick Molbach, and if there's anything we've proved over the last 4 matches since the beginning of WAT Championship Wrestling is that we are resilient. We are just some monsters in the ring, and last but not least, we are undeniable.
True.
Put us against some Blerds, done. Nasties, done. Put us up against some vampires and a werewolf, beat them too. Look, I get it. Captain Insano, the revolting blob, you know, y'all over there all happy. Well, guess what? They're bringing me water, boy.
Oh,
give me some shit. Dudes think they're elite. We are the elite in the tag team division. We, Nick and I, the kids at Hart.
Disrespect.
Give me some shit.
Well, it's true. I mean, really, let's go down. I just want to read out for those who don't understand who the kids at Hart had defeated in order to keep those belts. Again, I'm going to run down the names individually, okay? Walter White. Let's start there.
Loser.
Jesse Pinkman.
Loser.
David Arquette.
Loser.
Jimmy King.
Loser.
Rick Raddus. Careful.
He's out.
Seaman Demon.
Nah, I like him too.
Edward Cullen.
Loser.
Jacob Black.
Loser.
that one for sure. Jacob Black is a loser.
He's a cuck.
I mean, kind of traditionally speaking, yeah, he sort of is. Not a true rogues gallery is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Look at these guys.
Give me my shit. On the grandest stage, Cleveland.
They are the prestigious.
Oh my God, it feels just like home.
Welcome back.
I feel right at home at Reading Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Your father, George Thomas, is in the front row.
My adopted father, George Thomas, front row.
George would be such a hater if he was in the front row.
Oh, 100%. He would dunk on me constantly.
This is huge. I mean, just speaking in terms of prestige on those championships, it's true. I mean, the kids at Hart really are the main event competitors here. I almost regret that they aren't booked that way, but in terms of the most prestigious belts in the game, I mean, I think it's got to be the purple straps right there. I mean, just nobody cares about their championship as much as you guys. It's obvious in the way that you compete.
We carry this tag division with pride. We carry the belts with pride. We are proudly representing WAT Championship Wrestling. And then we have these dorks in their brightly colored, revolting leotards and gross-ass gimmicks. Then you have some kings across the fucking ring.
Kings.
The premier. I know your boy Rick said earlier that he was the premier. No, nigga, I'm the premier. Me, Cree, with Nick Mulbach. We're fucking out here. We watch. I cannot wait for Mulbach Clash. The personality TKO on Captain Insano.
The personality TKO is so good. That's amazing.
Just give me this shit, and I'm starting hot, baby, hot.
Oh, big press from Captain Insano, though.
Sorry. Everybody gets one.
We do have to talk about the very obvious size disadvantage. But you know what? Captain Insano showboating and gloating. You can't turn your backs on the champs. No, sir. You got to show respect to the kids at Hart. If you're gonna
These
get one
dudes
over.
are fucking huge for the record. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a beefcake for sure. And he is
Lord.
he's bringing it to you. He's going to tag out to Blob. Now, I've seen a lot of Revoltinsanity matches. I do recall a lot of frequent tags in their game. They like to keep it fresh, make sure nobody's in there too long. And they're isolating the personality in the corner here. He's got to want to tag out. Already feeling orange in your torso there, buddy. Oh, dear.
Yo, you see these dudes? Like, I think Captain Insano's bigger than the Big Show. Like, what the?
Chris has got to tag out. This is not the kind of, not the beginning that we're used to for the kids at Hart. And
oh, hell no.
Look, I clearly can't ever say for sure who's going to win in this game. Okay, just ask John Cena about that if you don't believe me. But if I had to point on a list and pick who the team would be to get those belts off of y'all, this is not the team I would pick. And yet, look at them.
Can I get some damn offense? For the love of God. Lord.
Shades of Matt Thomas here, and which I mean to say he's not doing much of anything in the ring.
Right, jeez, I'm getting creamed out here.
Jesus Christ. Big cover. No, didn't happen.
I'm gonna need Nick to help me out over here, dog. Like, this shit's crazy.
Oh, now Nick's getting it from Captain Insano.
We're getting bullied at Reelymania.
Somebody help these guys. Okay, here we go. Come back from the personality. Here we go.
Please.
Oh, look at that springboard. Okay, now's the time to strike, Chris.
Gotta build some momentum.
Captain Insano occupied on the outside. Oh, he's back in. What's he doing? What's he doing? Jesus.
You only got a 2 count on that? Okay. Okay.
Oh, now Chris is just... Oh, my God. The strength. The core strength from Chris Anthony Lopez. We got Adam back in the chat, tuning in for a quick peek before bed. Hopefully we see a Kids at Heart when Dilly Todd's in the chat.
I'm praying for it, dog.
Cheering for you. But what is the Revolting Blob doing? He's going in for the claw. He's got the claw locked in on you, brother. Can he get out?
Oh, hell no.
He's fighting his way out. Chris is fighting his way out of the claw. Oh, my God.
This is horrible.
Thank goodness the Blob hadn't thought to work the head earlier, because that might have been a submission finish if he did. Chris fighting his way out of this one. This is brutal. But we've seen the Kids at Heart rise from adversity before. Finally, the hot tag to Nick Molbach. Thank God.
Gee, I'm out here getting clean.
Get him some milk on the outside there. He is gassed. But can Molbach keep the Blob occupied? These some big boys.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, no, Nick. That's not what I want, Nick.
Oh! Little wear and tear on the Blob by now, but not as much as you'd like to see this late in the match. Big power slam to Molbach. Oh no! Oh!
Oh hell!
He just hit the Blob bonsai. He's hooking the leg on Nick. Chris is standing on the sidelines. What are you doing, Chris? Oh!
No!
Oh my God! That just stopped my heart for a moment. You know what?
Oh my God! No, not like that.
Chris trusted his partner enough to say, "I don't need to break that shit up."
No, Captain Insano. Hell no.
And you know what? Chris wants to tag. He's getting back in against Insano.
Give me that. I want. You know what? Give me him. Give me that shit.
There we go. Put him in the corner. God, he really does look like he's just towering over the two of you. Just little munchkins here trying to keep him down.
How big is Captain Insano? Oh my God.
He's insanely big. You know, whatever. He's so big it defies reason.
We gotta put him through that damn table. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, nobody's utilized the announce table at ringside yet. He's oh God, he's carrying you around like a baby out there. I would love to see Captain Insano square off against Jack Frost.
He should have been in that match, fuck.
That's the next big feud for sure. Man, he's just toying with Chris Anthony Lopez. Oh, the big boot!
No, this is like if you're talking my shit.
Hooks the leg. Nick doesn't think he needs to break this one up. Let's see. And he's right.
No.
His instinct is right. Adam's right in the chat. This isn't looking good. But we've seen the Kids at Heart come back from worse, I would say. If anybody can do it, it's these guys here. It's our inaugural champions.
I'm getting my fucking ass kicked.
4-0.
Oh my. If I got anyone, it's the Blob. Come on.
Where's Blob going? He's doing something.
No.
Oh, huge elbow. Somehow, some way. Nick's coming in to break up the pin. He does it. Oh.
This is horrible.
I think, yeah, for you and Nick right now, it's just, I don't know if it's about winning or if it's about surviving. It's hard to say.
God, I'd rather face Big Match John.
He slams Nick. Nick's stunned on the outside.
Oh, fuck.
Now Chris is stuck in there with the Blob, or is the Blob stuck in there with Chris? We'll find out in a moment.
Oh,
Captain Insano still on the outside. Oh, and the Blob, I think, was going to try to tag out, but Chris fought through that.
No.
Can Chris just defend his life? He does have a finisher stored up. Can he use it?
Can you get the Blob up there for the personality KO?
He's tuning up the band!
Oh, shit.
What do we call this, Chris?
Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know. I love it. Give me a shit.
He's good ring awareness. He's taking Blob to the middle. But Insano on the apron there might break it up. He's coming in. One. Oh, he breaks it up at a 1 count. Damn it.
Oh, Christ.
Nick's too dazed on the outside to do much about it. I mean, that would have been it, folks. Without a question.
Red, get Insano out of the damn ring.
Oh, Chris going up top. Whoa!
Oh, I hate the delay. What is this? We are with a shooting star!
Shooting star press. Didn't go for the pin. He tags out to Nick Molbach. Molbach goes for the cover. Ref dives in the count. Would that be enough?
No. Oh, my God.
It's not enough. Nick can't believe it. And, folks, I think it's anybody's match at this point. Blob is out. And if you're Nick Molbach, you have to keep the Blob in. If Insano gets back in, Insano has got no damage down there. None.
We gotta do the
what a
damn
reversal.
thing.
Oh, and Insano's reaching for the tag. Nick, don't let him get it. Don't let him get it. No.
No, Nick, no.
He so aggressively let him get it.
Oh, no. We're screwed.
He could have stopped him, and he just kept hitting his taunt buttons. What the fuck, Nick? Don't taunt. Everybody's red except this guy.
Oh, my God. He has no type of color on his body.
None. I don't even know if a finisher would be enough right now for him.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Nick
no.
fights out of it. Big springboard moonsault. Captain Insano still decisively feeling fine down there.
We gotta do some work.
Oh, big reversal by the captain, who's got a finisher. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for the choke slam.
Oh, no.
Nick fights out. Nick fights out.
Nick, my hero.
Nick gets the finisher. Now's the time to hit it. Blob stunned on the outside.
Yo, a big-ass Molbot clash.
Hit that clash. Come on, Nick.
Nick, for the love of God.
Oh, a big boot.
No. It's like the Big Show. Really deflating the crowd here at Reeley Stadium.
He's sizing up for another choke slam.
Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
He hits it on Molbach. He's stunned.
Christ.
He goes for the cover.
Oh, no.
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris? Oh, no. No. The delay. No. No.
Where was Nick?
Chris.
Oh, no, the game's glitched and the belts are invisible. Wait till you see this.
No. No.
These belts. They're holding up belts that you can't see.
They don't deserve it.
I can't believe it. This is the biggest upset we've ever seen.
Oh, God.
The new tag team champions, Revoltinsanity. Arguable whether they actually won those belts because they are not holding anything right now.
No. no.
Yeah, they didn't even give them the belts. This was an inside job. I can't believe.
That's what I was doing. I went to go steal the belts and I ran out of Reilly Stadium.
They're so stupid they don't even know they're not holding anything.
There was a car waiting for Nick and I in the loading dock of Reilly Stadium.
I can't believe this, Chris. What happened?
Oh man, Captain Insano's 8 foot tall. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I should
Fuck me.
watch my mouth. Do you know what? Earlier I said if there was ever a team to beat these guys, this is not that team. And look what happened.
No.
The 4-0 undefeated champs become the 4-1 former champs at the hands of Revoltinsanity. Now, never fear. With a record like that, that means you do get an automatic rematch.
I fucking better.
Automatic rematch for the kids at Hart at the Oscar night pay-per-view.
Yo, at the Catarreel Awards.
Yes. You will get, well, you'll try to get your trophies and you'll try to get your belts back. So don't worry. Automatic rematch in your future. But I don't know what you guys got to do from now until then. But these are some big boys. And they took your belts.
Oh, at the Catarreel Awards.
Matt said, why is Nick not 6'5", is what he wants to know. Maybe I should make Nick taller before the next match.
I mean, Nick is tall as fuck.
That's how I'll train him. I'll make him taller.
But, like, Captain Insano is fucking muy muchacho.
He's got to be 8 feet tall.
He's a big-ass man.
Oh, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe
it.
These are the guys
I signed up for.
These are the guys. See, it doesn't feel good when you lose in this. It feels terrible.
Reelymania. I'm like reverse Undertaker. Like,
yeah, maybe that's it. You win everywhere else, but at Reelymania,
I'm like Seth Rollins. I'm like, I lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know what? That's great company to be in. Triple H, he lost at WrestleMania a whole lot too.
I mean, Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania, and he lost at WrestleMania a ton. So like, silver lining, but fuck me, man.
Great
Hell
match.
Of a run.
Great match. Hey, I mean, I honestly don't think we'll ever see any champion in this game go 4 straight defenses like that again. I don't think we'll ever see that. So.
No, the kids at Hart forever.
Forever, baby. And you'll get a rematch. There's no question about it. You'll get a rematch in the next pay-per-view.
Fuck the Blob.
You can bounce back against the Blob. We'll see.
I hate Captain Insano.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna look at Paul White on AEW broadcast and just cringe.
You're gonna send him DMs. You can get shitty.
It's like I lost to Captain Insano at Reelymania.
You ruined my day, Captain.
Yeah, fuck me. I can never watch Waterboy ever again.
Yeah, Matt's really making a case to make a bigger Nick. That's what we'll do. Maybe a bigger #bigger Nick.
#bigger Nick.
Well, we've got another championship defense here, Chris. Our World Women's Championship. That being She-Hulk versus Becky the Wreck. Becky the Wreck, somebody I know you're a big fan of.
Yes, Becky the Wreck Raddus. Becky the Wrecky.
This is the first half of our dual main event. Oh, he's going to announce it. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Big entrances. Greg Hamilton on the call. How nice of Greg Hamilton to get the call from the folks at WAT Championship Wrestling.
Oh, and he just disappears. Watch, he just comes. He's just out like Nightcrawler.
Oh, he just fucking disappeared.
He just bamf. He went to whatever fucking dimension the tag titles went to. He's out of there.
He's already at the Catarreel Awards.
He's waiting for the show to start so he can begin calling it. Here we go. The She-Hulk making again. Actually, what's technically her singles date? No. Actually, I'm sorry. I think she did have a singles match on a regular episode of WAT Wrestling. So I'm sorry. I believe she's 1-0 in singles. Won the Real Rumble. That's what really matters here. Punched her ticket to Reelymania. gets her in this match against Becky, the Wreck, and here she comes.
So She-Hulk had a match on Thursday Night Thunder. Is that what
yeah. I think she beat Rampage, if I remember correctly. So.
Oh shit.
She's beat the former women's champion. Can she beat the current women's champion? Here she comes. She's jacked. She's fierce. The Rager's ex-wife? Question mark? Maybe not anymore. Hard to say.
Ex-wife? It's the Rager's situationship.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but what I can tell you is ever since they started realigning, she won that belt back. She's been looking very ruthless, very violent. And as a consequence of that, she's going to be no holds barred and there with a big green monster.
Yeah, shit.
You can either think of that as an advantage for Becky, considering how she loves to just punish her opponents, or it may be a bad thing to have to take on somebody of the She-Hulk stature, and there's no rules to protect you. Another big wrestler coming in here.
Oh my God.
Another big wrestler.
What is Vince McMahon fucking hiring the folks to this goddamn company?
Good shit.
I cannot fucking believe I got my ass kicked by Captain Insano. I can't believe that.
If there was ever a team, man, I would never have picked that one, but
fucking Captain Insano and the Revolting Blob. I'm gonna go fucking cry myself to sleep.
You go throw your VHS of Waterboy out the window.
I'm gonna go buy a copy just to burn it.
Here we go, the Women's Championship, that prestigious white belt. Who's taking it home tonight? Man, She-Hulk barely even fits in the frame of that shot. Here we go. That's what it's all about. Now this I expect to be...
is fucking huge. Holy shit. Still a bad bitch.
It's gonna be brutal. I still haven't watched She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is overhated as fuck. Like,
you think so?
It was different than anything else the MCU's given us, and folks are dunking on it because like it stayed out of the whole MCU thing, and I'm over here praising it. I love that shit. I thought it was funny. I love Tatiana was slimy, so that's also keep that in mind. But I thought the show was good. Becky's just taking it. Becky the Wrecky.
Yeah, Becky dishing out punishment to the She-Hulk. Oh, look at that disrespect. Shades of Suge Knight 323 there, just kicking the dirt.
Yo, you're talking about the Twitch champion, dude.
Wow, the strength of Becky. Correct. Wasting no time. Doesn't seem intimidated or deterred by the strength and size of She-Hulk whatsoever. She's locking in the walls of Raddus. I don't know.
The walls of Raddus? the walls of Radico?
Yeah, it can't all be winners this late into the stream. You know what? I actually did think to myself, I said this to you, I was like, it's not going to be as long as my other wrestling streams because it's only 10 matches. This is actually this is on its way to being the longest wrestling stream I've ever done. I think just because we've been fucking yapping up so much.
Yo, it's crazy. It's already 11:30. I can't believe that. 11:30 Central Time. I should say.
We spent like 40 minutes just introing this thing.
Dude, and I mean, it does take a minute for the matches to load in between. So, it's okay. It's okay. I have no hard feelings. Plus, this card's been very good with the exception of the tag title match. Everything else has been good.
and one match left after this, so we're nearing the end of the greatest show of the year here, Reelymania.
I mean, and if it's anything like the other triple threat we saw earlier in the card, it might be a quickie.
That's a great point. You gotta hope not. You don't want to see it go down like that in the main event. But let me take it back to what's happening here. Becky is just beating the hell out of the She-Hulk.
Well, because she knows if Jennifer Walters gets her hands on Becky the Wreck Raddus, like you see Becky's health bar, like the little offense that She-Hulk has had has done a good amount of damage to Becky the Wrecky.
Oh, what a suplex there. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a great point. I mean, you're facing a potential... as far as the MCU is concerned, a potential Avenger in there, probably inevitably an Avenger in there. You can't hold off on that. Adam in the chat, Becky's out here putting on a clinic with every flavor of slam she has, like a Coke freestyle of feeding you the floor. Wow, very poetic.
Holy shit, I love that.
that man's a professional writer there. Goes for a splash. Becky misses. This is She-Hulk's opportunity to capitalize and switch the momentum. Oh, just raining down big green fists. This better not awaken anything inside of me watching this. Goes for the count.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
You've been hanging out with Rick Raddus too much, dog.
You know, like I said, I hadn't seen him in a long time, but it sounds like I might just be getting sort of subconscious hits of him. I think he might be living in my walls.
It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of deal.
Oh, that's preposterous. I don't know what you mean by that.
It's like the Hulk and it's like She-Hulk and Jennifer Walter.
Oh, okay. I get it. You know, it's a metaphor, of course, but I get it.
Yes, it's a metaphor. Yes, not to be taken literally.
Wow, flexing on her. Now, I want to remind these women this is a no-holds-barred match, so if somebody would like to take a peek under the ring and see what they can find in there, they're more than welcome to.
Yo, get the tables!
Oh, and she's stepping on her. Oh, my God. That's something to see. Anyway, this is now turned around in She-Hulk's favor, no doubt. And these are two brutal women. Two fighters. And they're both feeling it now. They're both feeling the pain. Oh, it's Becky's turn to get slammed. Oh, and she does. I don't think I did a...
This whole thing, like, as Shook points out in the chat, like, She-Hulk is very China-esque, but China, notable for not only her matches with women, but, I mean, she beat the shit out of the likes of, like, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, like, I mean, China got down. Oh my God. No fucking way. Oh my God.
Here is your winner.
She-Hulk?
I was in the middle of making the poll on who would win, and I'm just going to cancel out of that.
She-Hulk at Reelymania, back-to-back new champs.
Oh my God.
Is that a sign of things to come in the main event? But until then, She-Hulk, the new WAT Women's Champion. Holy shit.
That was a quickie. Again, I think Ellie Williams' freestyle performance at the beginning just really cut us for time on the show.
Over time.
They had to cut the women's match. Oh, man. Yeah, that was quick. I didn't even clock in that She-Hulk had hit a finisher. I guess I just don't know what it was. She was hitting kind of that Cesaro swing, I noticed, and maybe that was it. I mean, maybe that just put Becky in. She was so dizzy. She didn't even realize she was on the mat when it happened. And
my God.
Wow.
A new force to be reckoned with in the women's division.
You know what? And as I say it, I can hear sort of a desperate wailing, a drawn-out sobbing from within the walls of my home here. I think a certain rager knows he's going to get it big and bad when Becky gets home. There's going to be trouble in paradise when that happens. Oh,
Becky
dear.
the Wrecky making a messy at the crib.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I don't want to say I didn't think She-Hulk could win, but I just didn't think it would have been so quick and
as decisive. That was a decisive victory.
And so clean. I threw the rule book out, and it didn't even seem to really matter. They kept everything under the ring. A relatively respectful bout.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
But no need for weapons. The weapons were their fists and just the aggressive slams to the mat. Like I said earlier, She-Hulk wasn't dealing that much offense, at least to the end, but every move mattered. Every move counted.
Right.
Hence why Becky the Wrecky is looking up at the lights in the sub-main of Reelymania.
Now, similar to the kids at Hart, I do believe an automatic rematch is in line for Becky, as she did successfully defend that belt at the Elimination Chamber, so rightfully so. We might see these two women square off once more at the What did you the real
The Academy Real Awards.
the Academy Real Awards later this month. But wow, congrats to the new champ, She-Hulk. I might have to finally boot up your series on Disney Plus and give it an honest try. Wow, what a show it's been, and what a show it will continue to be in our main event. A triple threat match. And again, a reminder, triple threat, that's an automatic no DQ match as well. So we talk no holds barred. Basically true here too. We've got the triple threat, and I set it up a little bit at the start, but let me just remind you folks, Nacho Libre, the 7-1 former world champion, the fan favorite, the icon, the phenom, the legend, shockingly lost that belt to Dom Toretto at the Elimination Chamber. He outlasted 4 other competitors, but fell to Dom Toretto and lost his title. Meanwhile, Walter White won the first ever men's Real Rumble match, punching his ticket and earning this main event opportunity at Reelymania. And now all 3 of them, I see Adam in the chat, he can't go to bed now, and I agree, you can't sleep.
No, you're already in it now, Adam. You can't leave now.
Can't leave now. You can't sleep on this. This is as big as it gets, possibly the most anticipated championship match in our young company's history. And whoever comes out of this, the winner, is without a shadow of a doubt your undisputed WAT World Champion. Folks, buckle up. This could be a bumpy ride, or it could be a very quick and concise one if the last triple threat was anything to go off of.
This whole Reelymania has been a delight, with the exception of the tag title match. But I am eager to see who will be the face of WAT Championship Wrestling the second this show is done. The second the hand hits the mat for a 3 count, who will be the face of WAT Championship Wrestling? Yeah. Will it be Heisenberg? Will it be former champ, the fan favorite Nacho Libre? Or will it be current champ Dominic Toretto?
Yeah. I mean, who do you have, Chris, as somebody who's been watching this from the outside? Who impresses you in this setup here?
I mean, I would say the overwhelming favorite should be the man making his entrance right now in Nacho Libre, but we saw within the confined chambers of the Elimination Chamber that anything's possible, and now with the inclusion of a Heisenberg, the Real Rumble winner, then, I mean, I think my heart lies with the Mexican in the match, Nacho Libre. Yeah, I think I gotta go with Nacho here. The fan favorite, 7-1. The Elimination Chamber proved to be hell of an opponent for him, but there's no chamber here now. Just Dom, Walt, and Nacho.
You always knew it'd be these 3.
At the end of the day, when I think of WAT Championship Wrestling, I think of this. Oh my God! Why does he have Eddie's Tron? Why is he?
It's what he does.
Why is he Tiffany Steele?
And I know that I'm the only one who can hear it, but that is the music that's playing right now as well.
He's Eddie Guerrero. Heisenberg.
He's the big heel here too. You know, he's.
I low key wish he had the fucking the lowrider. You know.
Okay, so you say that. Dom Toretto does have that animation, but I'm pretty sure it won't work in this arena, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Because I was running some tests and I gave him that because I was like, Dom has to come out in a car. Come on now, but when I tried it, it didn't work. Mind you, when I tried Ellie, she didn't come out and do a fucking 10-minute freestyle performance either. So
WWE stands for. I said WWE stands for Walk with Ellie.
I'm gonna look at Bella Ramsey on fucking Sunday night when that episode airs, and that's all I'm gonna be able to think of is
Walk with Ellie. WWE stands for. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Okay, here we go, and here comes the champ. And I mean, yeah, he's just walking out with it. That's a shame. I think there's just like not enough room in this arena for the card entrance to work, I'm guessing. Here he comes. No one could have ever guessed that this is the match we'd be seeing in the main event here. I thought we'd get Nacho and Walt, you know, and it would be as simple as that. But Dom had different plans. He said, you put me in that chamber, you give me that shot, I'm not going to squander it or waste it. I'm here to upset the balance. I'm here to write my own destiny, right? No fate other than what we make it. And that's what Dom Toretto's done. And here he is. He's not just in the main event. He's defending the championship in this main event. Adam's saying up and down, Nacho is the answer. Couldn't have been anybody else. WWE's the Walter White Empire, which you'd love to be in if there wasn't a Nacho in the ring. Well said.
We'll see. Dom obviously earned that belt at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So we'll see, dog. We'll see. Who's gonna take the belt into the Catarreel Awards?
I really don't know anymore. And I'm gonna try to stay out, leave my bias at the door. You know, I've been on a journey with all three of these men here throughout this experience, and so I think there's compelling stories to be made here. Personally, as a wrestling fan, you know, considering Walt won that Rumble, there's a part of me that wants to see him go all the way. He's the only guy in here who's not held the championship already. So, to me, maybe the most compelling ending is seeing Walter White walk out champion. You hate to see the bad guy win at the end of the night. We've already had so many surprises today.
Yeah.
But there's part of me that wants to see Walt take it. Part of me worries what could happen if Nacho doesn't get it back, right? Like, because Nacho, to me, he kind of went on that Daniel Bryan-esque rise, okay? Like, he was somebody I said, in this league, I'm going to think of all the, like, movie wrestlers I can and put him in. Nacho Libre, that would be funny. And he came out, and the chat instantly fell in love with him. And then he just kept winning. And he kept winning, and he kept winning, and Matt Thomas and John Cena dominate the title picture, and everybody kept saying, when's Nacho going to get a shot? When's he going to get a shot? He finally gets it. He wins. He's the champ, and then he loses it in his first defense at the Chamber. That's got to do a lot to you psychologically, emotionally, to have gone on that journey, and then it nearly ends in a way you never anticipated. And now, the pressure's on here, and a triple threat at Reelymania. You got to beat not just one, but two guys. Very similar to that Elimination Chamber. He had to beat not just one, but five guys, and it wasn't enough burgers and fries.
Yo, as we see and as Dilly points out in the chat, that Nacho has been in control of this match from the beginning. Like, Nacho has really held the pace. That a lot of the offense come from Mr. Libre. So, I mean, I want to see, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see another Nacho Libre moment, a Reelymania moment.
Did you see that double team to Walter?
The double team to Heisenberg.
Walter's stunned on the outside.
The Dom and Nacho Libre double team.
This is the time to capitalize.
Taylor, like, regardless of what happens in this main event, there were many Reelymania moments made tonight.
That's so true. We'll be talking about this for years.
Yes, not only did we walk with Ellie Williams, there were legacies that were defined this evening, championships that were lost, stars that were made. There's so many Reelymania moments, and hell of an event so far, and I feel like this main event will definitely live up to the hype.
I hope so, and I can only express my intense gratitude that you joined me for this entire journey, all the way up till, I know it's different time zone, it's almost 1 in the morning here where I'm sitting. It'll be midnight there soon, I believe. Thank you for, staying up late on Reelymania night. Oh, Walter's going in for the quick pin, hold on!
Uh-oh. Heisenberg.
That was, you know what? That was crafty on his part. Dom was stunned on the outside. He went for his spot, but you gotta work Nacho more than that. Whoa, Walter just hit his finisher though!
Heisenberg!
Middle of the ring!
Heisenberg!
Oh, Nacho kicked out at 2. Wow. That's the thing about
that
Nacho.
Heisenberg's finisher is the Salida del Sol. That is so good.
I did not put that, so whoever made
the Salida del Berg!
Whoever made him decided that would be his finisher, and I didn't want to disrespect their vision. Oh, they're already getting gassed. They're getting a little confused and turned around in there.
A la Sean Wingblade's concussion earlier in the night.
Yeah, we should get a... Oh, Walter's stunned to the outside once again. Now we're down to Nacho and Dom in the ring once more.
Uh-oh.
Now, Nacho has taken some punishment. Dom is... Oh, snap suplex. This is so tense because it just feels like you never know. Pins and needles. This could end at any moment with these three guys. They're just such dangerous competitors. Nacho going for a submission hold. Walter is back to break it up, though, and all three men are back in the ring. And it's got to be said, I love a triple threat main event. One of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. They'll never talk about it again, rightfully so, but I love that Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels match.
Yeah.
To me, that is just like a textbook what a WrestleMania main event should look like. Of course, I mentioned earlier, Daniel Bryan, Orton, Batista, another great one. Going for the cover on Nacho!
Nacho! Heisenberg!
2.90 count. I thought Walter had it there for a second.
I mean, because he also recently you have the what was it, 2 WrestleManias ago? You have the Edge, Bryan, Reigns triple threat that was fun.
That's right.
You have the first women's main event in Lynch, Charlotte, and Rousey. You know, there were some very good WrestleMania triple threats, and you know, triple threats. I know nowadays it's formulaic to where it's like, oh, one guy's outside the ring and 2 guys wrestle a match and then they just rinse and repeat. But some of those more organic WrestleMania moments have come from those. You know, like as you said, the whole Benoit one, the Bryan one, and Lynch's inclusion in the Charlotte Rousey one. So it's I like the triple threat. I was a big fan of Fatal 4-Ways growing up.
Sure.
Like, because the more folks in the match, the better.
Oh! I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Dom hits his finisher. He goes for the pin.
Toronto!
Heisenberg kicks out with such little time left on the clock. My God. Nacho stunned to the outside. I thought that was it, my friend.
Holy shit. If Toretto won, was it a deep 6?
Deep
oh, my
6,
Lord.
Yeah. Wow, these men they're just leaving it all out there.
Baron Corbin tonight. We saw an end of days in the Battle Royal for Money in the Bank. Scott deep 6. Baron Corbin just has some great ass moves for mid ass wrestling.
Yes, very true. Great finishers. Oh, Walter White goes with the pin. Dom's flexing.
Heisenberg.
That would have been so embarrassing if Dom lost the belt there, but Nacho kicks out. The thing about Nacho is, like, he really isn't going to go down quick. Like, if I were Walter and Dom, we'd be teaming up to get him out of here. He's the guy that you have to worry about winning the match. Get him out so that you two can then... Oh, fuck, actually, I think he just killed Nacho. I think his neck just shattered. That was...
oh my God! Nacho Libre!
Oh, no. More on that later. Dom dragging Heisenberg somewhere. I think he thinks he can end it right here. He's certainly going to try.
Heisenberg. Or no, Toretto.
Toretto goes for the count.
Toretto!
Dom! Oh, I thought that was it. Yeah, is Toretto's family in the crowd? Ram had theorized that they're actually under the ring, a la Hornswoggle.
Shit.
Just sending him family energy.
Family energy.
We got Mr. EliMac back in the chat. Great to see him. Oh, he said not more like a fast 6, a furious 6 than a deep 6. Wow, double suplex.
I like that.
To Dom Toretto, the reigning champ. But all alliances are short-lived in the triple threat.
And the champion does not have to be pinned.
True.
Anyone can be pinned in this match for Dom to lose the belt.
And Nacho is stunned to the outside. If you're Walter White, now's the time. He's going in. He's locking in the crossface.
Heisenberg.
We've seen so many people tap out to this move before. He does it. He does it. He does it. Oh my God. Dominic Toretto taps out.
Oh my God. New champ.
The champion taps out.
Here is your
Heisenberg. Oh my God. The crippler crossface.
Walter White is the new WAT World Champion. I can't believe it.
It's a dark day in Cleveland, Ohio, as Heisenberg is the new WAT Championship Wrestling World Champion. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And Adam just brings up a terrific point. Dominic Toretto truly lost Nacho that title. He took it from him, and then he lost it to somebody else. And this means, by the way, Nacho's automatic rematch is null. He is no longer the automatic #1 contender. He's going to have to fight his way back to the championship.
Nacho Libre was screwed out of these multi-man matches. And, you know, the Ultimo babyface, they're not always going to go over. But the devil gets his due. Heisenberg. Walter White is your world champ, and you're going to fucking like it.
The heel's going over. Ram says, absolute piece of shit. Adam says, the opioid crisis has a new face. That wasn't Dom, that was Vin. Shouting to Dom.
Oh, my God.
Say his name. He is the one who taps.
Oh, he's the one who taps.
Dom getting it.
Oh, my God.
Dom getting it in the chat. Yeah, great point, Eli. All the championships changed hands. I mean, Suge's our first ever Twitch champion. Revoltinsanity, new team's champions. I'm sorry to say it. She-Hulk, new women's champion. And Walter White, the new world champion. Truly feels like a new chapter in this league. If I ever saw
Reelymania resets WAT Championship Wrestling.
A reset, a reboot, and we're now, I think, officially into Season 2. If I ever had to see it, Season 2 has started of WAT Real Wrestling, and it's anybody's game. It's anybody's world. It's a nasty world even. They want a match for the first time.
Yeah, Nasty World. I'm telling you, it's the show of new stars ushering in a new era of WAT Championship Wrestling. Every belt changed hands. Every time you thought, oh no, that's not going to happen. And we could potentially see John Cena, the new Money in the Bank winner, against Heisenberg. The devil gets his fucking due.
That's so true. Yeah, John Cena, if he's cashing it in, look at it. This is the man he's going to cash in on.
He might cash in on a Thursday Night Thunder. He might cash in at the Academy Awards. It might be at In Your House. I'm trying to think of a fun name with Real in Your House. I can't. But Real at the Beach.
Yeah.
And guess where Real at the Beach is at? You guessed it. Cleveland, Ohio.
Right on the sandy shores of Lake Erie. Yeah, the Great Lakes.
Right in the backyard of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's Real at the Beach.
That's actually an amazing idea. I have to make Bash at the Beach Lake Erie. That would be such a just like toxic, like chemical drums on the stage. Cigarette
sludge.
butts. Yeah. Broken glass.
In your real house. Thank you, EliMac in the chat.
In your real house, yeah. Bash at the lake.
Bash at the lake. Yo.
Anything can happen. I think if we've learned anything tonight, anything can happen in this league.
But what a show.
Yeah.
Every match I feel like was a Reelymania moment. And we will look back at the showcase of real mortals that I am astounded at this card. So I will cry about the kids at Hart later, but oh my god, what an incredible card, incredible matches. What a fun time. We walked with Ellie Williams all the way to Walter White. He is the one who taps.
He earned it. You know what? He won that Rumble, and he just beat two of the toughest competitors in the entire league to hold that belt into the new era.
Paper champ Dom Toretto.
Wow, yeah. Embarrassing. How embarrassing. He should be ashamed of himself.
I cannot believe what we just saw, but I'll be damned if I, Chris Anthony Lopez, former tag team champion of WAT Championship Wrestling, I am dumbfounded at this card in all the best ways. What hell of a Reelymania.
You know what I also just realized? You might have to check my memory on this, but I mentioned two other triple threat main event matches. Benoit Michaels, Triple H, Bryan, Batista, Randy Orton. I believe both of those and this match all ended with someone tapping in the crossface.
Oh my god. Because Benoit tapped out Triple H, fucking Bryan tapped out Batista, and Walter White tapped out Dominic Toretto.
It's the trilogy right there. You line them all up and watch them in succession. It tells a story. It's a trilogy. It's a saga. And this saga just ended to make way for a new birth, a new chapter.
The white man goes over with the crippler crossface. And in this case, the literal white man went over with the crippler crossface. The label lock, the yes lock, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The white lock.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been... I said it would be the best one yet. I think there's no doubt in my mind this was the best wrestling stream yet. It was a long one. It was a fun one. It was unpredictable, filled with drama, surprises, and championship changes at every turn. I mean, just an emphasis on a real party. And I got to, again, thank my co-commentator here, a former, but soon to be again, tag team champion here, and Chris Anthony Lopez. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's make sure you get in those plugs, brother. Where can people find you right now? What's going on in your life?
Everything I do, I share on my Twitter. The letter C, Anthony Lopez. Every little thing. I'll be back on Flickin' Reel's YouTube channel at FLICK dash the letter N dash REEL. I'll be back for news and views this upcoming Saturday, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Me and my boy Scott Fox talking about the latest and greatest in movie news. That'll be this upcoming Saturday. And of course, you will see Chris Anthony Lopez, one half of the kids at Hart right here at WAT Championship Wrestling. I'll be back. You know what? I'm calling my shot now. Revoltinsanity. You two versus me and Nick, the kids at Hart, at the Academy Awards. No holds barred.
No holds barred.
Insanity versus the kids at Hart at the Academy Awards. Book it, Taylor. Book it.
Is that tornado tag?
Tornado tag. No holds barred.
Oh shit! You heard it here, folks. I mean, to me, honestly, just all things considered, that has main event status written on it to me. I think that's the real. I mean, I can't wait to see Walter White's first title defense, but to me, that has main event status written for the Oscars. So we may have to just do it that way. I think you more than earned it, sir. And thank you. I mean, wow, that's just so much to look forward to. Thank you for joining me again, Chris. It's been a privilege and an honor. Can't wait to have you back in for another one, whether it's here over the mic or maybe we get you live in the booth here one day. I can't wait to do this again. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for all the competitors who cut promos and posted on Twitter. I'll get those edited into the upload on YouTube when that goes up sometime this weekend. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me hype up the event. Thank you for watching. For those in the Battle Royal, I'm sorry John Cena won.
John Cena!
I'm so sorry after you cut all your promos that John Cena won. I'm so sorry.
Good match, John. Can never go down.
No, yeah. It's a shame, but there'll be many matches for everybody involved here in the future. This was so many debuts, a new chapter, a new dawn is upon us. MrEliMac said, fuck John Cena. It's very true. The future is bright, and I know there are so many more surprises in this league, and I can't wait to see what's next. So thank you for watching. Good evening. I will be back to stream, I don't know, maybe late Saturday night. I've been talking about doing a bonus stream of God of War Ragnarok in which I fight the 3 hardest bosses in the game in one sitting. I think I'm going to try to do it. Maybe that'll be Saturday. Yeah, the Valkyrie Queen, the Berserker King, and the Raven Keeper. I also was going to do... I thought we were going to wrap up so much earlier than we did. I was going to stream the Resident Evil 4 demo that went up today. That's definitely not happening tonight. I'm very tired, but maybe I'll look at that Saturday too. So I don't know. Fun things coming up. Maybe on Saturday. If not, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Adam, good luck at your job interview tomorrow. Have a nice morning. I'm sorry you stayed up, but I'm glad you did. And thanks, guys. Keep it real, baby. We'll see you next time. Good night.